And we are live with the new channel. I had an
Hello,
intro planned and I lost it, so do your thing, DM.
hello. So we are back with the Wild West storyline with our. I don't want to be mean and say idiotic, but we'll say unlucky outlaws such as Silverback and Aloran, Rathen, and Valrus. We're missing about 2 people right now for personal reasons. Now, last session we dealt with the cold frost marches. Well, just the north, up to the north, dealing with, I guess, Viking-esque kind of people being thrown into a horrible dungeon. Some of you, at least. Some of you even felt a closer breath of the afterlife. But now you're through it. Now you're back on the train. Now you're riding north, and after a while, you can even feel the train itself curving further west. Closer, closer to your long-awaited endpoint.
Yes.
You see, it would have been between now and the other session. It would have been maybe 4 days. Now, you guys have passed 1 or 2 other encampments of these, of the Dwellers of the Frost Marches. However, they were, as which had been stated to you before, a lot nicer than your initial encounter. Usually just simply allowing you to pass, as there wasn't real much problem with you being there. As you travel, and the further west you got, the more this flat tundra became like hilly and bumpy and things of that nature. You know, just the kind of natural earth formations that kind of tell you that there's a bit of a difference of that you'll find yourselves in a difference of just landscape in general. And first, while in this train waiting to get to your destination, breaking past these hills and these extreme kind of just mounds of earth that kind of separate this snowy tundra to what you would expect to be a forest, specifically a kind of magical forest of some kind. You're first met with a Mordor-esque burnt out husk of what used to be a forest. It is barren ground and even still burning embers lit in the ashes. You are now in what was a part of the Elven Forest, but luckily, further down the line, not too far down, you do see what for some of you would be considered very nice tree coverage. And that is when you're all enveloped by the edge of this forest, as you find that it is somehow temperately more warm than the frost marches. Now, as you guys venture into this forest, as the train keeps chugging along with its fair amount of fuel, it's not abundant, but it's not like you're dying out just yet. Valrus, your axe,
Mm-hmm.
you already knew it was something odd It's glowing to say the least.
Yeah.
But then when the disembodied voice of some man, someone who sounded as though they were a giant, when they began to speak into your ear,
Okay.
you knew that it was due to this axe. And it simply asked, "If you wish to hold a weapon of my champions, and you will have to follow the same rites. Pledge a piece of your soul to me. Pledge a promise to it. And I'll give you what I give all of those who call themselves my children."
I gave that shit away.
Yeah. um. I guess I speak telepathically to it.
Go ahead.
I'll say, the soul is tattered and burnt, but for you, I'll pay the price to fight with the devils. Fire will be the last thing that anyone on the other end of this axe will see.
Cut your hand on the blade and our deal will be sealed.
I'll kind of hide it away from everyone so they don't notice. And I'll, like, since I don't have it, like, equipped, I have it, like, kind of, like, on my hip, I'll kind of, like, slide my hand down it and make sure no one, like, notices.
All right.
I'll
Now,
roll a perception check to see if I notice.
Yeah, I bet you would.
because
I have a
the
nat
on-
18 perception.
The reason
guess
I'm
I'll-
asking is
Should I
because
roll
I would
sleight of
smell the
hand
blood.
against that?
you will be rolling at disadvantage because you have no reason to look for this.
Should I
Now,
roll sleight of hand?
Well,
I have a
so I
passive
get
perception of 18.
So I get advantage.
This is complete disadvantage.
Well,
I remember your smell.
Yeah. Well, I rolled a 22, regardless.
Don't think I can beat that.
Smelling the
Well,
blood.
I'm not gonna. So here's my thought.
My walking speed is 30, so I beat you.
No, because
Just a
here's the
random
thing.
number that's higher.
I'll tell you what you'll notice after I check Valrus's character sheet very quickly.
Okay, well, my AC is 15. Well, that doesn't help. It will in a second.
I have 60 hit points. Go fuck yourself now.
Okay. All right.
No, you have 4.
Because of the magical nature of this, and investigation is an intelligence stat. Valrus, roll me investigation, and if that advantage that you get is specific to something, just give that advantage, even if you're not supposed to.
21.
What was that check, Silverback?
That was 22.
Okay. You can smell blood.
Hold on.
Silverback.
Actually, I'm gonna waste one of my vigor points for this.
Well, I mean, like, I'm don't waste your vigor points. I just wanted to ask this as, like, would he smell the blood? Because then he would kind of, like, look over, but he's not going to do anything.
Because,
it's it's such a small cut, though. So.
Yeah. So the whole idea would just be, Silverback, you can smell blood, but to tell the truth, like, you guys, Doc Holliday's on this fucking train.
We probably all reek of blood. Based on the amount of blood we've lost the last few days.
The only difference is that
Especially
you smell a slightly different amount of blood than what would already be there, which is not weird. You just notice the change.
That's why he would just kind of slowly turn and kind of glance in the direction he smells it, and kind of, like, sniff the air once or twice, kind of to show that he smells something, but then kind of goes on with his business.
Okay.
So, like, he would look straight at Valrus for a second, kind of raise an eyebrow, and then probably just turn back to whatever he was doing.
I'll kind of go, sorry, hand slipped forget I'm wearing this thing and not my old sword.
I'll sense the blood. I'll hear the
Yeah,
blood.
I'll investigate the blood
Use
now.
use one of my other senses. I'll hear the
Now,
blood.
I taste it. What?
Valrus, Blood Hunter class. I hate that I've never looked at the Blood Hunter class like Rite of Blood more often.
Yeah.
The more you level up, the larger the dice
The hit dice
becomes,
goes.
right?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
I just hit the next thing actually.
What
I
is
just
your
hit it.
hit dice right now?
So the dice on the Crimson Right is a 1d6 right now, but I think next level it goes up.
What's the maximum you can have with that?
So at level 17 it hits max and it's 1d10.
Okay, so
And I was wrong.
the highest dice is a D10.
Yeah. I hit
Okay.
D8 at 11th level. So
Okay.
nowhere near him.
It's the same kind of dice, but no matter what, it's 2 of those dice now.
Oh. Awesome.
So it will still change the same way as you level up, but now instead of like 1d8, 2d8.
Okay.
Oh.
And whereas maybe the party would be used to Valrus's tendency of like a slight cut upon himself in
Drawing
order
his
to
own blood.
blood right. Now, if the party is to see him use this ability, it looks as though he's goring himself to do so.
Oh.
I always thought about like what the Blood Hunter ability looks like, and because I was a tiefling and like using fire, I always thought it was just like my hand, like I use the like not potion, but like I'll like use my own life force type of deal to imbue the magic. And since I'm not an actual mage, I take damage
So
because I can change the element.
one of the versions I've heard of it is you form cuts on your wrist without ever a blade touching you,
Yeah,
type deal,
and the
you'll-
blood
and
goes
you can
to
get,
the-
or it's in the form of bloody noses and stuff like that.
Blood Hunter is very much the closest thing D&D, like base D&D has done to not even base, but like Wizards of the Coast have done for blood magic, basically.
Yeah.
So, and one of the important things about blood magic is drawing of the blood, which is why whenever I think ritualistically about Blood Hunter, there is some point of you are
bloodletting.
actively drawing your own blood, whether it's like, oh, you magically have these cuts on your hands, or you are full on actively cutting into yourself for this ability.
I gotcha.
Now, the axe does have a what's basically called a skull crusher on the end of the shaft. However, it has been elongated and sharpened, so it's more akin to a metal spike, which would be that kind of just to work with that idea of what I pitched just now.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, so I'll I'll kind of like shake it off. Do I need to take any damage at all, or is it just kind of like mitigated?
Not right now.
Okay, that's fine.
Not a good sign.
So it's fun because I I take double damage now too.
Oh,
because it's a double dice. So I'll take 2d6, but I'll deal 2d6.
You're just mirroring the ability. That's what it sounds like by this point.
Yeah. It's just an addition to it. That's fun. That's gonna be interesting.
Valrus goes to enhance his ability, faints.
Yeah, kills himself. Ah, fuck! I forgot about it. Just like, oh.
Okay.
Okay.
I hope this knowledge comforts you in the idea that Sean now has a deck of ability cards, which means at the start of each round he will be doing something. That will be odd at the least, because I do remember putting in this deck dust of sneezing and coughing.
Oh, the what?
Dust of sneezing and choking.
Ah.
That's
Wait, what?
Mhm.
All right.
As well as a few different healing abilities, so there you go. Let's see here. Now, I'm going to need wisdom saves.
I knew
Oh,
it.
Yeah.
Fuck. He mentioned this earlier. I need to feel for the dice.
Let's go.
A save?
Holy crap! I beat Ian with a -1 mod.
Poggers.
That's
Woo.
14.
I rolled a 2.
I got a 14.
Oh my god! I rolled 16.
Well,
I think.
Rathen is thrown off the train.
Rathen walks off on accident. Oh, sorry guys.
Oh my bad.
Okay, let's
No,
see.
he doesn't just
here.
walk off. He dives under the wheels.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't a nat one.
Oh no, Nat 1 would have been diving under the wheels.
Oh yeah, that would have been. Well, make a new character.
Where the here it is.
That's interesting. Frantic page turning. Oh no, I'm in danger.
Uh-oh.
Actually, I wonder,
Never good
can
to
my
have a
mic
DM
pick up my
flipping
dice
shit.
now?
Yeah, it can. We hear it.
That's nice.
I don't like that
That
sound.
sounds like a lot of dice.
Yeah, that didn't sound like just 1 or 2 dice. That was like a whole box.
Well, I'll see y'all in the afterlife.
Catch y'all
Uses
later.
bloodletting.
Please tell me 14's good enough.
Okay, all right. You're all technically humanoid creatures, so all of you have both headaches and nosebleeds. So you will have disadvantage on perception checks for an hour.
My nose! My beautiful nose!
Oh, your snout bleeds. Ugh, that sounds
You mean it's
gross.
not due to cocaine this time? Fuck.
I don't do cocaine.
I do.
It's
I do.
Wait, we don't do cocaine?
It's funny that Rathen is the one to say this because due to his low roll, he's getting 2 of these.
Oh,
Oh, good.
Get shit on.
getting 2 nosebleeds?
No, it's just whatever
Oh.
this may be.
I'm getting another
Oh,
effect.
that's
Okay, cool.
boring. This could actually be positive.
I get cocaine? No.
I get cocaine?
Cocaine.
Okay. Oh, okay. So Rathen, hold on, I gotta roll this real quick.
What does Jared get? Considering he's a construct, is there such thing as a nosebleed for a construct?
My robot brain hurt.
Yeah,
That's
his,
it.
his brain
Oil.
still hurts. So Rathen, you take 10 psychic damage, and now you feel like you just did an 8-ball.
Normal Saturday for me.
8 ball?
Yeah, 8-ball coke.
cocaine.
Oh. Sorry, I'm not cool. I'm not hip with the kids.
It's a lot
Sorry,
of cocaine.
I'm not hip.
It's about like, well, I can't remember if it's $60 or a couple $100 a coke. I think it's a couple $100 a coke.
8 balls, a couple hundred.
Yeah. I think I actually knew the price at one point in time, but I've never done cocaine.
You know
in my
what?
life,
I'm
so.
neither. I'm not surprised that you
Yeah.
somehow knew that price.
I found out in college. Thanks
The
to
thing
ECU.
Yeah.
The thing was, hey, Turner, that's where.
Is that where you're gonna go?
Did I make a bad choice?
Oh, I mean, that's where I am. That's where we are now. So
Yeah.
Okay,
you'll
Well, I
learn
left-
soon enough.
Yeah,
Napalm
that's
cocaine.
that's
Wait,
where I
you-
left from.
Hold up, you boys are in Greenville, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
All right, I'm
Thanks
gonna
for
have
to-
doxing us. Damn.
I'm
Okay.
gonna have to visit you, idiot, sooner or later.
Oh yeah.
All right, back to this then.
Just doxing us while we're. Hope nobody watches this episode because damn. So,
Hey, there
So
are a
much
weird
purple.
amount of Greenvilles in this
there
country.
are. There
Yeah.
are. a
So
lot.
like,
Well, the fact that we named the school
I need to-
though kind
the
of
fact that we named the
already
university we
that
go
kind
to.
of pinpoints which one it is. But we're not
Although,
gonna
good
talk
luck
about
finding us out of
There's-
25,000 people.
that. Bunch
exactly,
of drunk
like-
college students.
Yeah.
exactly. Like,
All right, let's continue. before we
Well, here's
get-
Evan's address. It's no.
Yeah.
La, la,
Oh,
la,
and here's
la,
his
la,
social
la.
security, his
Yeah.
mother's maiden name.
Hey, wait, that's
So-
my mother's maiden name too.
what I need to know right now is who would be, like, other than Kovacs, obviously, who would be at the front of the train?
Clearly Silverback, because he's not going to be anywhere near Doc Holliday.
I'm
probably
gonna be near Doc Holliday drinking.
Silverback has probably become very well acquainted with both Kovac and his bird friends.
Wait,
because
okay,
he's been
so
up there so much.
what would does Doc Holliday get this nosebleed too?
Oh yeah, even Kovacs has it.
Okay,
the
cool.
only things on the train who do not have these nosebleeds are the birds.
Okay, I'm gonna look at Holiday and say, Doc, I thought you said that cocaine was pure. I haven't gotten nosebleed like this since '87.
No, this ain't. Look, this ain't from nose candy, okay? And I don't know why the fuck you're calling it coke. Look, I get Morningstar called it cocaine. Colloquially, moon dust. Now,
Ooh, I like
yeah,
that.
moon dust. Yeah.
Moon
Oh my
dust,
God.
yeah.
No, get over here because I finally cleaned the syringes. We're gonna get something real special. They call this hot tamale over down south.
Ooh, Doc, you know just how to make me happy.
I'll go over to Kovac and I'll be like, "Hey, you drove the train around here before. Has this ever happened yet?"
Yeah, sometimes, man. It's like, so basically, uh, when they started fighting, the ones who like just did magic to make the forest look pretty, they started doing crazy shit. So every once in a while, some weird stuff in your brain goes down. It's yeah, whatever.
Uh-huh.
Real quick,
What's the Raven's name? Or the Crow, whatever it is.
It should be
I should have this because it's one of the things
Yeah.
I do not like. Or no,
I
that's the.
I just recently cleaned my room, so I don't have my like notes readily in front of me.
I think that's funny that you cleaned the room and the notes disappeared. When it should have been the other way around.
Yeah,
I
It's
just
yeah.
want
because
to.
it's because all my notes are like strewn across a bed, so I took them all off the bed, put them in a pile,
Okay.
and now they're across the room, and I can't go through all of them.
Okay, I just want to take a second to say, so I've got this plastic revolver that I like to spin while we play, just because I feel like that's what Rathen would do. And just after we finished the Doc Holiday thing, I perfectly caught it, and it was the coolest thing I've ever done, and nobody saw it. So just wanted to point that shit out there. Like perfect timing,
No.
boom, finish, and I was like, "Did I just do that?" I was like, "That was the coolest line delivery and revolver flip I've ever done, and it was perfect." But nobody could catch that. So anyway, continue.
Well, I guess because we don't remember the name, I guess Silverback would have just turned to the bird and be like, "Can you fix headaches?" As he's like
She
kind
just
of rubbing his temples.
she just looks at you, and then she just says like, let's say, yeah, she just says like she just says something weird in undercommon
I
before
would
switching
I would be able to understand it.
to common. Wait, do you?
I understand
I
both
speak
of those.
undercommon.
Oh shit, you do. I completely forgot. So yeah, she just says in undercommon, no, I'm not magic.
Huh.
I'm the only person that doesn't speak Undercommon. God damn it.
I'm gonna reply back to her. That's unfortunate.
I'll kind of look around like,
The headache has
what
made
are
everyone
y'all,
talking
what
backwards.
are y'all talking
Evan-
about? Is that a language that I should know?
Don't you speak Infernal?
Yeah.
I speak Infernal.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna Silverback's gonna kind of point at Valrus with his like thumb, kind of gesturing behind him, type deal, going and say back to the bird, "This man can't speak undercommon like us."
Look at this dude.
do. Look at
So
this idiot.
three of the like 8 Crowlock eyes just look over at Valorous and just like and says in Infernal, they believe I don't understand why they can't get a joke.
I'll say back, you know, it's just like that, I guess. The headaches get to everyone.
Yeah, it's like I still can't help them, but very obviously I'm magic. Like
I'll just
I
kind
can
of laugh to
understand
myself.
both of those, but I am nowhere near because I'm getting shit faced.
Now he's just staring between them, confused, and mutters something in Null to himself. knowing no one will understand him that way.
All right. So are we? Where are we on the train now?
Or
Are we
has
like?
you guys are still in the forest. Basically, I'm just giving you guys a second for like any not just interplayer, but more like just any
I get it. Yeah, to do
yeah,
like some. Yeah, I get it.
especially just housekeeping shit like, oh, I have this in my inventory, things like of that nature.
So can I get Doc Holiday to heal me up since I did take the 10 damage?
Yeah, he just
Psychic
kind of
damage.
looks at you and he's just like, all right, we're gonna make these hot tamales a little extra spicy, and he sprinkles moon dust into the syringes.
Ooh, probably feeling
He's
great.
gonna kill you.
I mean, look, he's been hanging out with Doc Holliday the majority of these 4 to 5 days. So him and Holiday have OD'd more than once.
Yeah, yeah. I'd like to imagine that like one of us ODs and the other one like revives the person, and it's just like back and forth, back and forth.
Why does
Of
this
just like
remind me
each
of
of us
like a frat house
Holiday
in the
was like,
back
we
of the
got
train?
we got 2 syringes. One's gonna make you feel good, and one's gonna help us to wake up. It's like, I got you, and we're just back and forth stabbing each other with them.
All right. So we got 2 bottles. One's gonna make us feel really sleepy, and the other's gonna make sure we don't sleep forever. All right. All
I
right.
like this.
He's
I
like
like this a lot.
he's like snorting like crack and then going into OD and then taking a shot of adrenaline to the heart so he gets like back on his feet.
We're literally just doing heavy drugs and Narcanning ourselves and then doing more drugs just to make sure we don't die.
It's just Uma Thurman's scene in Pulp
Yeah.
Fiction
Yes,
over and over
that's what
and
I'm. That was
over
exactly
again.
what I was going for.
It's so funny because y'all are just riding this train. We're on a booze cruise right now. Is all I'm gonna say.
I picture we've kind of like locked the door so they
This is
just
the
don't
soul
leave that
train.
car.
At this point, we're just gonna start like doing medical surgeries on each other just for the hell of it.
By now, Doc Holliday's cart is set up like half of a barbershop, half of a doctor shop, all eyes wide shut party.
Yeah.
This place is
Exactly. We're
something.
getting
This
lit
place is
in the
a
back of the train.
sight to see.
Dear God.
I might need a method act if we keep doing this.
Jesus fuck. All right, so we said Silverback would be at the front.
Yes.
This is going to be a sight-based one, but I am going to need a perception check.
Okay. Not my
It's a
not my
disadvantage,
strongest
isn't it?
suit, but no, that's only via smell.
Oh, okay.
I got a 14.
Okay, all right.
I'm mostly paying attention. Not all the way.
Okay, so yeah, Kovac begins to slow down the train.
I guess the moment Silverback realizes that, he's gonna get up because he'd probably been sitting on the ground the whole time. He's gonna look out the window, which that'll take on the perception check. Did we lose Dread?
All right, so
Oh, okay.
sorry, no, I if you said something after you said looking out the window, I didn't hear you.
No, I did not.
Okay. So looking out, you just see the tracks, you see the forest, like it's a very thick canopy. It's not dark. You guys are there in the day. However, it is hard to see in either direction away from the tracks. And the tracks themselves, fine. You don't really see much. You know, it's just the tracks. But Kovac is still slowing down.
We're gonna ask him why.
I feel like at the sight of this, Silverback realizing that we are probably going into very, very dangerous territory. Probably his hackles would be up on end right now as he's kind of nervously looking around, getting into that kind of predatory fight or flight type mindset.
Hey, yeah. So we might have to stop out here. I'm pretty sure I saw some stuff. It didn't look bad. It was just more like I think I think this is kind of similar to when we had to stop back at the Frost Marches with the first time, not the crazy guys.
Another fight?
Like, I don't think so. From what I could tell, it looked more like kind of just like uh kind of like just a rest point, like a train stop. It didn't look like a train stop, but it kind of looked like how that would work from what I could tell, is like you didn't see the sign, but there was kind of a sign, at least something carved into a tree.
I don't trust this.
So when the train comes to a full stop, now we're gonna have to worry about passive perceptions for this. Rathen is completely out of this because he's in the back, probably getting hit with some adrenaline right now. My tabs got reset in Chrome, so I have to open everyone back up one at a time.
Well, I guess while you're doing that, I think Silverback, as the train is stopping, would probably be moving through the train, telling people to, eyes
That
up
it's
type
slowing
deal.
down. Yeah.
I feel like by this point, realizing what kind of territory they're entering and considering he's very, very uh, adapted to probably a more forested or plains-like area because of, stealthiness, he's kind of trying to take point type deal.
Jesus fuck. Okay, Rathen, after Doc Holliday slams this rock against your chest, which zaps you with a bolt of electricity, bringing you back from whatever of the 4 different things you had in your system put you down. You look out a window and you just see an elf on like drop down on with a rope, like sliding down on a rope right outside your window and just kind of like waving a hand at you guys.
As in, like politely, or like
Yeah, like
beckoning?
politely, even to say the least. Like they look more confused than anything else, but they're not. Other than the sword on their hip, they're not visibly like
Yeah.
armed and ready to fight.
Hostile.
Holiday. No, I've seen dragons before, but elves. That's a new one. What
He
the
just
hell did you put in that?
he just kind of looks up and is like, I mean, this is the place where elves live, so kind of
You're
makes sense.
telling me it's not the drugs?
Oh no, it's probably not. No, buddy, we haven't gotten to the hallucinations yet. No, we were just getting the stuff that makes us loopy.
Okay.
Like the
Yeah.
shit that makes morphine piss his pants.
Um. Hey. Oh, normal me would say we should tell people, but I'm too tired for that.
Is that door still locked? Because one of us should try to say something. And you know what?
Yeah,
Because of how high your perception is, I will also say, when looking around, other than there is the elf, but you also see Fang in Doc Holliday's chair smoking like a Gandalf style pipe.
Oh God.
I'll tell the crew. Hey, can I get a hit of that?
He just looks at you and just like in the same way you would imagine like a shaman giving someone a vision quest thing would be, he just like holds it out to you.
I'll take a puff.
So I'm gonna put this as a note. I feel like during this time, this would be the time that even though he doesn't want to, Silverback probably would have been making his way back there to tell them something's going on.
I'm
So
gonna.
whenever you want to use that, that's up to you.
Oh
but
yeah, I'd say after taking the puff. So Silverback would
Alright.
unlock and go in then.
he would open the door and kind of
Yeah.
peek his head
Then
in and be like,
then
"Hey,
yeah.
Go look at hey wolf boy, some elves outside?
he's gonna say,
Yeah.
smells," and he's gonna turn and he can clearly see the elf, right?
Oh yeah, he can clearly see this elf.
He's gonna kind of squint his eyes a little bit. The train stopped, right?
Yes.
So he's gonna kind of close the door and in the middle part between the trains lean out and be like, "What's up?"
Hi. You guys know where you are, right?
No.
Of course we do.
Okay,
Why would we go
okay.
somewhere we don't know?
You know, like, where are you heading? That's a better question. Where are you heading?
DM, where are we heading? I forgot.
The
Where
It's
are we
called the
heading?
It's called the Imperium.
I was
Oh,
gonna
no,
say
I tell
that
him
to
that, yeah.
Silverback. Oh, like
Yeah.
where are we heading?
And he just kind of looks at you, just like, and he looks you up and down, and just like, you're heading to the Imperium.
So
Like,
he would only be able to see probably my head and like a shoulder because I'm peeking around a corner.
even then, that's all he's looking at. And then he
Okay.
looks into Doc Holliday's cart. He's like, I understand, but you're heading to the Imperium.
Yeah.
I'm gonna push past Silverback. Damn, am I drunk? Jesus Christ. I'm gonna push past Silverback and I'm gonna say, enough, Wolf Boy. Yeah, we're heading to the Imperium. Yeah,
Imperium.
we're almost at of booze on the truck. Is there any way we could get booze? Maybe
Um,
some pancakes? Oh. Hey,
you
and I almost scream back to Holiday. Holiday, you want something?
Hey, it's fucking waffles.
Ooh, waffles. Yeah, that'd be good. Booze and waffles, please.
Rathen, get back in the train.
I mean, yeah, we
Oh, he said, "Yep, that's it. Let's go. Booze and waffles."
hold. Oh, I don't. And he kind of just like, he kind of yells up into the canopy, just like, get the ladder. And he just kind of looks back over to you guys. Like, yeah, our town has a tavern and an inn and things like
You
that.
had
I
me a
mean,
tavern. Let's go. All right, come on, Wolf Boy.
okay.
Gather the troops. We're making a pit stop.
Hold on. There are more of you. Well, of course there are more, but there are more of you. More like, and he kind of puts a hand gesturing to Silverback, like more like you, or more like, and then he gestures to the others, which he can see, or more like them.
So
It's
Silverback's
like
gonna kind of look at him almost in like disapproval, and he's gonna
Rathen.
be like, I'm one of a kind around here, not from here."
Oh, don't take offense. Really, no. It's just you said you were going to the Imperium, and that's it.
Rathen's going to he's gonna not understand the question whatsoever, and he's gonna count on his fingers to 6, and he's gonna point that out. More like 6.
The number's fine, and for us, it's fine. Whoever, it's. May I come aboard? My friends are gonna have a while to get either the ramp or the ladder to come down. So I can explain some things. It seems obvious you don't.
Hey,
At
as
least.
long as we get our booze and waffles, you
Oh,
can come aboard.
okay.
Okay.
Silverback's
All right.
gonna butt in and be
Yeah.
like, "Follow me," and he's gonna lead
Great.
him along.
Okay.
He's gonna come around the corner fully, showing that the weapons he has on his back as he walks up towards the front of the train along the side.
He actually follows you from the outside of the train, kind of like walking across the side of the train using his rope before swinging in between the space between the second cart and the engine, unhooking himself and walking in.
I'm gonna say Silverback probably jumped in first and said, "We have a guest," and he kind of moves out of the way as he swings in.
So, as you all look at him, because his form was a bit odd as he was kind of sitting in this weird harness with the rope and everything, he's definitely not what you would consider high elf, because we all have this kind of idea of what a high elf would look like. He is I don't know if stating forest elf would give a different picture.
He's low elf.
It's kind of like, instead of this tall and very like clean and like a dour visage, it's almost as if you met like
low elf.
Are
I
you
don't wanna
saying like
say-
a shorter, more like Bear
yeah, it's
Grylls
because
type
they're
elf?
oh yeah, yes. Bear Grylls is a good way of saying that,
Makes
It's
sense.
canon now.
Okay.
Bear Grylls is a wood elf.
because it's like he's still like kind of babyface in the way that most elves can't grow facial hair. However,
he's,
his
like-
actual hair is like this, almost a mix between light brown and redhead.
So are you saying like he looks like he's like, been around the block a few times, like a little roughed face, like skin wise,
He
but like has no
has the
facial hair?
build. He has the build of a 25-year-old. He has the face of a 17-year-old, but he also looks like he's been in a few bar fights.
That makes sense. Like an
Yeah.
elf would, because they
Yeah.
live for fucking forever.
Yeah, 100%.
It makes sense. Yeah, we got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So he kind of just walks in and he just, hi, my name's Jacob. So and he sees Valrys and he sees Aloran and he just like, are you three very sure you want to go to the Imperium?
I got business.
Okay, so you do know the whole they're trying to kill elves thing, I'm guessing?
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
Oh, God damn it.
God damn it.
And, Silverback's kind of raised like an eyebrow at him, and he's like, "Is this some kind of like genocide thing you're talking about, or like
Glad I'm
racism?"
not an elf. That's all I could say.
Okay, I heard the words genocide and racism. Yes and yes.
Hmm.
They don't like... They're humans, first of all. That's something. So, like, the ones in the ones who were in the back cart, they're fine. Your conductor, I'm gonna guess, he's probably fine. But they really don't like anyone who looks different.
Oh.
I have an idea.
So
We put glasses and a mustache on the wolf.
He's just gonna face palm and kind of shake his head.
So the whole fur and all the horns and the metal in my ears, that kind of, for them, just kind of constitutes as you die. And because we're the neighbors, yeah.
Silverback's gonna kind of mutter just loud enough for anyone to hear. Different towns, same problems.
I hear you on that, brother.
So you see why I'm surprised you are willingly going to the Imperium.
As I just said, different towns, same problems. I'm going there because I have business.
We should be fine. You don't have anything to worry about. Unless they
Sounded,
do routine checks, we should be able to slip by unscathed.
Sounded kind of like an issue, not an ish me.
God damn it.
Okay,
Rathen, how have you survived this long?
Booze and waffles.
he kind of just leans out the door and he's able to he actually please excuse me, and he takes out his sword, actually grabbing it by the blade to reach using the crossguard as a way to pull down on this rope ladder that's hanging from the canopy. And he's just like, now when you're up there, please watch your step. The bridges are made well, but they are rope bridges. They're a bit wobbly, and you're welcome to. You're welcome here. We don't get many visitors who aren't trying to burn down our forest. So have a nice rest stop, I guess.
Will do.
Silverback's gonna kind of flash him a kind of like a smile as he walks past him, and it's like, well, this is a nice change of pace, and he's going to leap 30 feet up the ladder because he can do that.
Okay, great. Well, at least it's not a bad day.
I'll kind of ask him like, so is where are you taking us? Somewhere that the Imperium people don't fight?
No, it's just the forest floor. That's for the animals. That's for what lived here before us. So we
Ah,
like to keep to the trees. You know.
I understand.
Yeah.
And I'll go talk to Korvac and ask him like what we want to do about the train being here.
Did you say Kovac?
Yeah, Kovac. Sorry.
Okay. He just kind of looks over, just like, you know what? I think I'll stick with the train, but like, I'm gonna let Jen fly around because if she can see you from out there, she can talk to the. Oh shit!
Convey
What did Doc
messages.
Holiday give me? Oh,
She'll,
Would you
she'll
like
be
some
the
booze or
messenger.
waffles? It's always the cure.
the small one can talk to the other one, and the other one can talk to me, and that's fuck, Doc. What did you give me?
Good shit. That's what he gave me as well.
Just I'll stay here. You should probably ask Doc. I mean, I don't know what he's gonna do, but he's just around, so yeah.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna run or attempt to like kind of stumbly climb up the ladder.
Yeah, Silverback's gonna already be at the top waiting.
Actually, okay, Rathen, for you, I am definitely gonna need an acrobatics check. So
Oh,
that's just a
yeah.
straight dex.
Fucking nat 20. No way.
Oh my god.
He's
What
sobered
Fucking
up.
goes up this bitch sideways, upside down. No.
So
You
funny.
fail to success with the best of them.
It's so funny.
Instead of it looking like you're climbing a ladder, it looks like you scale this shit like Spider-Man. It's just
He just like stuck his
They
arms and legs
said
out to the
booze and
side.
waffles. I'm booze and waffles fueled. Trust me. The dice knows.
okay, alright.
It's always the dumbest rolls that I hit a nat 20 on.
You're not gonna get another one for the rest
I
of the
know,
session.
it's like that's
You
gonna
know
be my
what? I'm
one
gonna
roll.
need Bolo's Guide for Monsters for this.
Oh god.
Is there a
Or
booze
is
or
there gonna
waffles
be like
monster?
is there gonna be like tabaxis and shit up here? Because I'm debating if there is gonna be tabaxis, I'm debating whether Silverback would fall into the alignment of dogs hate cats type deal.
Sadly,
Or
no, because I just drew some cards for it, and that's a no.
okay.
Yeah.
It's probably for the best.
Meh. I just have to find the right stuff. I like how I did so much setup before this session, and then I completely forgot to open to this page in this book. Like, I'm gonna use this. Why am I?
Story of my life.
What's wrong with me?
Yeah.
Story of
So
my life.
Evan, I keep seeing the what you said to Ito's character. Can I put my
What?
balls in your rock? So good. So good.
Ball rock.
So when you guys get up, you guys are on this one platform that's obviously just supposed to be a standing area to get to the ladder, and you guys find just some you see just through the canopy of these trees, just all of these rope bridges spanning across to different kind of huts and platforms and things of that nature, surrounding trunks of trees, creating this fairly large kind of just settlement of elves.
Hmm.
Nice.
Yes. I think Silverback being out in the woods now considering that's more like where he kind of grew up. Probably take in a deep breath and just start heading towards the town, kind of a little more enthusiastically than he's been for most of the places they've been to.
All right. So, I'm like, first of all, Rathen just has a high passive perception, and also I fucking know he's looking for it anyway. Rathen, you can tell that even though it looks weird, it's definitely a tavern. All right. The thing about it is just like it almost looks more like structurally more like a beach bar because it doesn't have walls to close it off from the outside. It's
Trust me.
just straight up
I know a bar when I see one.
Yeah, you walk across the bridge, and as soon as you're on the platform, you are in the bar, and it is one of the biggest like bars, like the actual shelf you have actually seen because it spans around one of the thickest tree trunks, like that you can see as of right now.
Gonna look
And
around with the awe of a kid in a candy shop, and his parents told them, "Get whatever you want."
You know what? I picture this 100%.
and you
Yeah,
just see like
everyone can see it.
looking around, you see like off to the side there's another rope bridge that follows out to this suspended platform that's like not connected to any tree trunks. It is full on suspended by different rope and pulley systems that just puts out this huge flat platform that is just a full on kitchen like hanging between trees.
In my head, it's just, do you believe in magic in a young girl's heart when the music is just playing? Like, oh, I'm gonna. Oh man, I don't even know what to do first. I'm just okay. So I'm gonna. Is there like a bartender that's sitting up there, or is this just like an open
Oh yeah,
bar? Okay.
this is a very because it's not extremely populated, but because of how large it is, most of the places you're used to, this would be considered crowded.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's four bartenders all making rounds.
Is Doc in earshot? Like if I
Man,
yelled?
actually, you know what? Let me roll something real quick. You probably didn't notice this because of all the shit in your system, but Doc is still draped over your shoulder, trying to come back from whatever has blocked his like lungs from working.
Okay, I'm gonna like a person like when you lose your sunglasses, but you realize they're on the top of your head. I'm gonna start looking around like Doc, where is he?
I lost my doc. Wait, he's on my
Uh,
shoulders.
I need him here. He needs to see this. And then I'm gonna. Should I roll to see if I figure out he's on my shoulders?
Intelligence check disadvantage.
Oh god.
God damn.
Oh, intelligence is the worst too. I'm pretty sure it's. Oh yeah, I got +0.
Oh, so Silverback
Or
has been
6.
watching this, been watching him carry this.
Oh,
Man.
4. I told you. Oh wait, I think those were saves. I need an intelligence check. Sorry. 3. Even
It got worse.
And a nat 20. That's fun.
You have to act. You
Good
have to
God.
actively like pat yourself down for like half a minute before you get like a hand on Doc's hand, and then you look over and it's just like you see him very slowly trying to like do a fucking tracheotomy on himself, and he just like he stops holding the scalpel in his hand to point at the bar and just like
Yeah.
shaking, like nodding his head
I-
yes before
I'm-
going back to trying to open up his own throat.
I'm gonna run over and look at the bartender and go, booze, waffles, stat.
This this bartender just looks at you and then looks over at the kitchen and just says, and he just whispers it. He's just like, "Drunk man waffles, the specialty." And then
I'm
he
gonna-
turns around and you see him make just what looks like it should be a shot, but it's a full double of whiskey, rum, and syrup.
I'm gonna just like I'm gonna set Holiday down at like I assume there's like bar stools.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set him down on a bar stool. I'm gonna open up his throat and just pour it in, and I'm gonna go another stat.
You know what? I'm gonna make a roll for something real quick.
This is the most bizarre scene I think ever recorded for D&D.
I'm trying to save this man. I'm trying to save a man's life right now. Okay.
This bartender failed his intelligence save, so now he's basically acting as your personal booze.
Oh yes. So he's. I assume he's gonna make another one then.
Oh, he's gonna keep them coming.
All right. I'm like gonna pound it down, and I'm gonna check on Holiday. How's Holiday doing?
I mean, other than the slight dribble of whatever he's drinking coming out of that hole that he made in his throat, he's fine.
Perfect. All right. I'm just gonna like as like somebody the urgency of someone performing a surgery. I'm gonna like keep requesting them and keep pounding them. I'm gonna give one for him, one for me, and I'm gonna go back and forth, back and forth.
You okay? You know what? Make an insight check with advantage.
All right. Oh, I've got a +5 to insight too. All right, that sucked. 9 and another 9 or a 10. I got 10.
Okay, a 15's good enough. You can very easily tell whatever energy you brought into this place is infectious because now this dude is like, yeah, okay, let's get it.
I'm
And
like,
then
I'm just like
let's
looking around, just pounding
fucking
him.
go! Every third drink, he pours an extra shot and downs it himself.
Hell yes, we are going. We are turning this elf village into a party.
Did Valrus come up onto the platform?
Yeah, I'm up there as well.
So I'm assuming him and Silverback probably buddied up and went to go find a marketplace.
Yeah.
Because I assume this drunken scene could probably we could be in a fucking infinite loop here with this.
Oh,
So-
easily. Until you pull me out, we're in heaven.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I think me and Valrus are looking for a market because I got some wyvern parts.
Yeah,
to sell.
I have some stuff to sell. All of my cold weather stuff I'm gonna sell probably.
The stuff that didn't even get used.
Yeah.
Actually,
I was like, nice, I'm gonna be super cool and it's all gonna
Keep
work
that-
out. And it's
actually,
like,
yeah, keep that cold weather stuff
oh, keep it?
We're
because
good.
you have the axe. So
Oh yeah, we're probably gonna go back.
Factual.
We're gonna have to go back through it anyway. Eventually, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys do find like there's not a lot of different stores up here,
As I
but
would
one of the
assume.
places you do find is very obviously just like just a magical trinket shop.
Ooh. I'll go inside, and
I
I'm
will
gonna go
follow.
straight
Well,
up to
that's the thing. There's no front door. It's kind of similar to that tavern where it's just there's the roof and there's no real walls and it's just
Ah.
this one. It's just this one. It's actually a drow elf, and he's just kind of sitting there, like kind of scratching at this sunburn he has on his neck. It's just like, hi there, hello. You gonna buy anything?
This is,
A drow?
it's a dark
Yes,
elf.
a drow.
Dark elf.
Yeah,
Dark elf.
I know about that, but never mind.
No. Silverback's gonna go up to him and pull out the bag of wyvern teeth and scales that he has. And he's gonna put him down. And he says, "I was looking to sell, but maybe buy depending on what you have around here."
He stops itching at this sunburn he has and he just looks at that and it's like he very obviously has to squint and look really deep, like really close into the bag, and he's just like, that's fucking cool. Okay,
So I'm gonna drop this as a note too. I am wearing the cloak I made out of the wing.
I'll also add in that I have the stinger and some scales as well.
he just kind of looks around just like, all right, okay, you guys are, and he actually turns around and he takes off this cloth covering of a showcase from behind him. He's just like, yeah, if you guys are gonna buy anything, you may as well see the cool shit if you just have this out. Jesus. Okay. Let's see here. I can do the teeth, like just the teeth. We'll say $95.
For the 75 of them?
Yeah.
Okay. Then what about the scales?
Okay, the scales.
I have 100.
I'll say the scales. I'll put it 75, yeah.
About $1 each. I'm gonna roll persuasion.
Go ahead.
Does a 16 work?
He just kind of looks at you, just like, I can go up 90.
I think I can work with that. Then I'm gonna say, oh well, I'll let Valorous sell his stuff, and then I'll start asking questions.
I'll say how much for the stinger, and I have about 50 scales. I'll take whatever price you gave or my friend here.
Okay, I'll do for the scales. I'll do about. I want to say, fuck, I'm bad at math.
If he has 50, it's 45. If it's the same price as what I got, because he's half of mine.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just like I'll give like 45 for the scales. The stinger, though, I will give a clean 100.
Sounds good to me, friend.
Silverback's gonna kind of like turn his head, like, damn, I should have gotten that before he did.
Well, hey, you got a bunch of other crap. You made out better than I did.
And then he kind of shrugs. And he's like, "No, I didn't get stung." So
Okay. So, like, I have a few of these cool, like, a few of these things. I got them from this weirdo in some crackhead's basement, but they're actually magic, which is, I don't know why he had them, but like, just yeah. So first of all, we got this. It's like, I don't know why the hell he called it one, but it's called a traveling hole punch for some stupid reason. Basically, which is the fucking crazy part, you can like, it just punches a 5-foot hole in most structures or surfaces.
I'm listening.
How much did he say this was?
Okay, I will give this for 500.
What else you got? I want to see everything before I make a
Yeah,
choice.
I'll look at everything as well.
Okay, so and he pulls out this what's called a hair shirt. It's just like, this is fucking uncomfortable. But if you basically how do I say this? If you take the time to hit yourself while wearing this, anyone in a fairly good radius uh benefits from that somehow. Like, I've seen people's cuts close from it, but you're hitting yourself, so it's kind of here and there. So
Sorry, I'm back. Are you still talking to them about theirs?
Yeah, we're shopping.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure. This is it.
I'll say, keep that out. I might buy that one as well. How much did you say this was?
I think I'm gonna have to give this up at about 500.
500 as well.
Both at
All right.
500. Okay.
Yeah, this stuff is really weird, and like, when they actually have a use, I just got to give a good price on them. So, all right, then we got this, and he takes out like a little tiny glass marble. And he's like, so this is really weird. All right, like, you put this on the ground and shout some magic words, and it turns into like 1,000 marbles.
What are the words, if you don't mind me asking?
And he just kind of looks at it. It's just like, okay, the first two words are slippity boppity, And the second word is the sound TNT makes. The third word is the sound TNT makes.
Okay, how much is that?
I'll separate from it for like 80. It only works like once a day. All right. So I'll separate from it with like $80.
I think I'm gonna get that one. I'll trade it for this most of the scales, and then of course 10 with it, of course. But I want to keep looking what you got.
Okay. All right. So we got this vest. All right. And he takes out this vest, and it has like a huge like yellow beadwork of the sun on the back of it. It's like, so this vest is kind of weird because like if you wear this in the sun, you're not gonna get tired.
Hmm.
Mm.
You just do what plants do, and it's weird.
Photosynthesis.
Okay.
Hmm. Is that?
They got this knife.
Oh,
It's just
a knife.
it's a knife, but like also if you say some magic words, it starts burning people, and doing more damage. You know, just
Burning knife.
yeah.
Sounds like your shit, Valrus.
Yeah, a little different, but I guess. I'll say I'll ask him again about I think it was the second item. I kind of dazed off whenever you talked about it. The thing
Okay,
that you
so
would like hit yourself.
the
and
second
heal,
item,
I think.
I'm just gonna give the more like straight from the book go at it.
Okay.
The hair shirt of healing. This article of clothing, used in some religious orders, can be used to facilitate healing through the act of self-harm. As a bonus action, make an attack against yourself. A creature that you can see within 60 feet heals 3 times the amount of damage you inflict on yourself.
Okay, I'll do that. And
Okay,
it's make an attack against yourself?
Yes.
Okay, with all of the extra damage.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a single attack.
That might
But
be
it's
something to give up, but
whatever you're kicking
be
with.
good for the party.
Yeah. All right, I'll take that. And you said that was 100?
Yeah. It is 500.
500. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And I don't know if I can add that. Do you mind adding that to my character's inventory?
You'd add a custom. I guess
Yeah,
send
you're
us
gonna
the
have to put it on
descriptions.
custom. It
That's
is.
fine. That's fine.
This isn't even a Wizards of the Coast book. I'm getting this from like.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I guess like DM us the descriptions of the ones we
Yeah.
buy, and then we'll add them later.
Yeah. Right.
So he didn't have anything else other than those.
Oh, he
5
did.
items. Oh, there's more.
So
All right.
just a quick overview because
It's
out of
taken a
everything
bit.
you did
Yeah.
not touch, out of everything you did not look at, the cheapest thing is $120. There's like what looks to be a small anchor on a chain, on a very small chain. There's what looks to be sunglasses, a straight up ocarina.
What do the sunglasses do? I want to know.
So, and he kind of takes the sunglasses and he just slaps them on his head, and they morph to shape his head a lot better, just so they comfortably sit on his face.
They're finally a pair of sunglasses that'll fit. That's all.
That's
So,
the thing Silverback's been looking for.
So like when it gets dark, you can see really well, and even when it's not dark, you can still see a little bit better. But like once a night, I guess you'd say, like you can use these to see shit that's like invisible.
You talking true sight?
Yeah.
Ooh, how much are those?
120.
I'm taking those, boys.
All right.
So I'm doing the marble, those, and then what was the first item again that you said?
The marble of slipping. You want the traveling hole punch?
I think I want the traveling hole punch.
The traveling hole punch is 500.
Yeah, I
don't
know.
have that
Okay.
I do. I have over 1,000, so I think I'm willing to get the traveling hole punch.
The traveling hole punch, the marble of slipping, and the shades of night.
Shades of Night. That is a legit name. I'm
Okay.
gonna ask him too. If I'm just be like, I know you have all these fancy items. Do you by chance have any kind of special cloaks?
Oh yeah, I got a cloak. So the guy who talked to me about this literally called it the cloak of daggers. I was like, whoa, edgy. But then he showed me. I was like, okay, makes sense. And it's like, so like, it gets harder to like climb or be really nimble in it. But if you were to ever hypothetically have a system to calculate how difficult it would be to hit somebody with some kind of attack, it would add a +2.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
And also,
theoretically speaking,
Theoretically speaking.
and also, if you have like if you speak the like magic word with this cloak, it just makes daggers shoot out in a lot of directions.
How much?
315.
I'm gonna slam the money down on the table and be like, I'm sold.
Okay. Well, if you guys wanted to know about any of the other stuff, there is still on like in his thing.
I want to learn about everything.
There's still what looks to be hand wraps, so reinforced bandages of some kind. Leather and slate boots made to look like boulders and clay. A bottle of dark swirling smoke that forms the roiling mass of fast-moving creatures, and a pocket watch.
What's the pocket watch do?
Pocket watch?
it tells the time.
Okay,
Mine
so
explodes.
the pocket watch summons Steve.
Uh-oh. Who's Steve?
Steve is a dude who is for some reason always tired, and if you tell him to, and if you just point in what you want for it to happen, he'll toss a fucking fireball at it.
Wow. Pocket Steve. Holy shit.
I mean, I knew a guy who said Steve saved him from falling to his death one time, so that's another thing. But like, the thing is like once you call up Steve, like
He's
if
gotta
he
use the
dies,
fireball.
he's not gonna show up for a week, you know?
Oh. It's like
Yeah,
fucking
but like
Jeepers
if
Creepers.
you just say like, hey, Steve, you're done, just go back in the watch and shit, like just the next day, you know?
I'm the same way. If I die, I don't show up for a week either.
Yeah. Just out of curiosity. How much?
You know what? Because you guys are so cool, I will knock 800 off this. 2,000.
Jesus.
You see, he's going to witness Silverback cringe and recoil in such a way because of the amount of money he just said that it hurts. And he's going to turn away and walk a few steps and kind of catch his breath.
What about the swirling potion of mist while he takes his break?
Okay, so I do not know the best way to explain this, but I knew a guy. He pulled open the cork, and one time a tornado of sharks came out. But the other time, it was a couple of cats. It still hurt some people, but it's a weird mix, you know?
Mhm. I see.
Yeah, the Sharknado was pretty scary.
Sharknado.
But I'll like 500 for that, you know? It's like It's not a wizard that you can just call on like once a day. It's like 500. You know what? 300 because I like you guys.
Silverback slowly makes his way back over. He's recoiled now.
So how do I say this without being like without it sounding more dramatic than I want it to? Similar in the way of a devil's bargain. If you would like a chance to purchase any of the other items, which would mean having the chance to get the money to do so, I'll actually give you guys one of like the one who agrees to it an extra vigor point to use at their own time, and you'll be able to get what you want.
I think I've gotten what I want. The Steve thing was a curiosity piece that hurt when I found out the price.
Yeah.
It's like looking at something and you're like, that would be really cool to have, but I really don't care if I have that. And then you see the
Yeah.
price for it, and you just like feel like you got hit by a bus because of just the amount of money they ask for it.
All right.
So wait, what are you doing with them?
I'm buying a cloak of daggers, a shade of the night, slippery the slippery marble,
of slipping.
marble
What was this
slippery.
about the vigor points thing?
Basically, because these guys are purchasing magical items, and these are magical items that I did not personally homebrew, which means
Yeah.
there is a lot less drawbacks to using them.
Yeah, and then I got the Traveler's Hole Punch.
I'm giving them the chance of like, if they want anything else, I will give them a vigor point, but like a thing that will just make, I don't want to say more complicated, just a thing that would be different
Makes sense.
will be
yeah,
around, basically.
I'm going to just drop in your DMs what I'm getting so you know what to send me. Because I already did the calculations for it and I already paid. But I'm good.
Yeah, I have to. I'm gonna fucking hope that these things are online so I can copy and paste them.
There we go. I got 4
Just gonna
items.
walk up drunkenly and just go, Steve Watch.
Just takes the
2K
watch
right
and
there.
takes the watch and falls out on the street.
Yeah, it literally just falls out. Just like, okay.
And Silverback, after paying, is going to nod.
I was gonna
Couple
ask, do you think I could gamble while we're all drinking with a bunch of these elves, try to make some money?
I don't
You
want to
know
be
what, because of-
hostile towards them and take their money.
I will
but-
say you can gamble, but if you will make a profit, will be a very different thing. Because I really want to put the role for this as like, I'll say, so, yeah, I'd probably put it on intelligence.
Okay.
So, if you'd like, you can make an intelligence roll to see if you would actually make money from this, because, as stated, your energy got pretty contagious, so getting people to gamble would be easy.
Very easy. Yeah. So would I roll to see if I made money? If I roll low, would I lose money, or would it just be stagnant? Is there a drawback to rolling? Is the question I asked.
Yeah, I'd say if it was low enough. Okay, we'll say this: 5 and under,
Yeah.
you lose money.
Okay.
15 and over, you'll make a random amount of money.
That
In
makes sense.
between, it's just clean nothing.
That was
Yeah,
the
I
same
just
system
break
I was
even.
thinking of. Holy shit.
And I have to use intelligence. I can't use anything else. Can I cheat and use sleight of hand?
You can, but
If you
5
roll
and
low, you're
under-
screwed.
actually, no. 10 and under will be like, this devolves into violence.
Okay.
15 and over will be profit.
Man, if only that's the kind of gambling that Silverback would do because he knows he can win if he slide a hand through it.
Yeah, what's your sleight of hands, Tyler?
8 plus
Yeah, I have a
8.
plus 9.
Damn. Beat me in
One
sleight
out
of
of
hand.
20%, 1 out of 20 to get a 10, and that'd be if I crit fail. Yeah, I'm a roll. Fuck it. I know I'm a crit fail, but fuck it. Is that okay with you? Since you now know my sleight of hand, or do you want to change it?
Oh no, I'll say like yeah, you're good because crit failing does make sense for
Well, yeah.
yeah, it would fall into violence.
You
Right.
would be good at this, so I assume that like nothing too
Oh,
bad
I rolled
would
a
happen.
25.
Okay.
Oh, I
let's see
forgot you
here.
put a level into fucking rogue. That's why.
Yeah.
Because we traded classes for a few
Yep,
levels, so
'cause
that
I have expertise in dexterity and
Yeah.
perception. Or in
Which is-
You
perception.
make you make $170.
All right, and then I'll scream to everybody that played, "Your loss is another round on me." Cool.
And
I think
your
I feel like that would
profits
be
were
about the
150.
Cool.
I feel like about this point when he starts yelling that it's about the time that me and Valorous would have been done shopping.
Yeah.
Man, when did
It's
I
like,
become the
oh,
shopping
no.
type?
Honestly, yeah.
I feel like I'm usually the chaotic one. What's going on? Why am I the
Yeah,
dad
the
now?
roles are reversed. It's funny because in this campaign and the other one, I'm complete and polar opposite.
Oh, it's hilarious.
I'm like, I get the best of both worlds in both of them.
Here's all I'll say. Like here's from my perspective, the reason that is just because I make stuff that's just way more fun to be fucking crazy.
Yeah. No, it is enjoyable.
You gotta have at least one sane person though in the party.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, you can't just have a group of crazy people. But that's what like I'm not like a murder hobo because that's in like my description. Is that like I can't? It's got to be an even fight for me to be able to fight.
You're just someone who wants to pick a fight. You don't.
Yeah, because I'm
necessarily just
chaotic
make
good.
fights.
I'm not like chaotic evil, so I'm
Yeah.
not gonna like murder hobo.
I
But I
guess.
still am chaotic.
Yeah, I guess seeing this and feeling since Silverback kind of feels comfortable in this place, he would go up to the bar and probably order himself a whiskey, which is going to be the first time any party member has seen him drink so far.
Rathen's gonna walk up or gonna like essentially run up, and I'm gonna go. Is the Wolfman drinking? Oh, boys, another round on me, and I'm gonna pull him in and kind of like closer, and I'm gonna attempt to cheers with him. If he cheers back, is all on him.
He's going to probably growl at first, but then once he gets his drink and you've kind of let go of him, he'll hesitate for a second and do it.
It's kind of a gesture of goodwill from Rathen.
Yeah.
Because it's like
Yeah.
it's our middle ground.
He's like, at first he's like, don't touch me type deal, but then it's just kind of like, you know what, we've kind of, we don't like each other, but we have a decent respect for each other, so I
Yeah.
might as well toast with him.
Okay, Rathen's gonna give out like a big rebel yell and continue just pounding drinks.
Rathen, make a wisdom save.
Oh boy. 14.
You've been
You-
poisoned.
You
Yeah.
don't know. You don't know if this is from the drugs and alcohol or if they are actually there. But you see her,
Oh no.
and
Oh,
then she's
God.
gone.
Like, I'm gonna rub my eyes and go, woo! Damn, this is some good liquor. Well, I always said tequila makes my clothes fall off. Wait, I haven't had any tequila.
And so Beck's gonna turn and be like, what are you rambling about now?
Nothing.
Sure. Turn back towards his drink that he's slowly enjoying. Probably in the time that Rathen has had like 20 shots, he's probably only got about halfway through his whiskey.
It's fucking pounding.
Silverback is a man of taste, not of buzz.
Okay. Okay. I am gonna consider Sean and Fang with you guys. Now, does Valrys drink? Like, because actually, the drinking doesn't have much to do with this. It's more the idea. is Valrus gonna be a part of this energy, or is he going to be kind of not outside of it, more just the idea of is his attention outside of this tavern? Because it's very easy to do so, as there's no
Yeah.
walls.
I'll kind of be dazing off.
Okay. How
Um,
about Aloran?
Get the robot drunk.
I feel like the robot would have stayed on the train, but I don't know what Jared does.
The robot is standing on the edge.
Just staring over
Just
the edge,
looking
debating
down.
if, just debating if he wants to step off.
Really contemplating it.
This is terrible. He is a warlock, though. Warlocks do some weird things.
You know what? You know what? Okay. You know what? If that's what Aloran is doing, Aloran, you know that the god that you kind of pledged the main point of your fate to is sitting right next to you. And you also know that no one else can see him. And he's looking over the edge just as much as you are. And you just
Blair Witch
And
style.
you just kind of hear him say just, well, I wonder if you could get lucky and survive a fall like that. I mean, you
Let's
do have
see.
me around here after all.
Let's see.
good lord.
I'm gonna. Rathen. Does Rathen notice he's on the edge?
Can I roll a
Wait,
perception check
What
to
does
see if we see
Aloran
him?
do, first of all?
I jump off.
Can I?
You jump
Oh
off.
my
Okay.
God.
I was gonna come over there and ask him what he was doing, but never mind.
So,
Rathen, as you walk over to
What she got
Aloran,
there?
you see
That's
him
movie.
jump off.
so I rolled a 18, and I just want to be like glancing over there as I see him just disappear over the edge. Type deal, because I feel
I'm
like
gonna.
you go.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna finish the drink I have in hand and walk over the edge and look down, just to see in awe that just happened and see
I-
what's going on.
I feel like Silverback. Seeing him like fall off would almost spit out his drink. Quickly set it down and kind of run over to see what was going on. Not necessarily in concern for Lauren, but like more of like, what the hell did I just witness?
Okay, because of your patron, Jared, you get to choose which of these two cards can be redrawn. So right now you have an 8 and a 3 of spades. Which one do you want to replace?
The 3.
The 8 is just fucked.
Yeah, I was like, uh-oh.
I was waiting for it. Your god's like, do a flip, pussy.
All right.
Got a camera at the bottom.
I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Like, this was supposed to be flavor text, not fucking.
Did you
All
roll
right.
like, did you get a 2?
All right.
He's dead. Well,
How
We
much
find
health
him-
you got there?
We find him with one leg
Uh,
and an arm.
I guess this is how I introduce this character. Aloran slams into the ground. Aloran, to everyone else, to anyone who can see down, actually, it's a DC 25 perception check to see Aloran past the canopy under you.
Jesus,
Aloran-
perception?
Can I
Yeah.
roll?
Yeah,
God.
you guys can roll if you'd like and just tell me if you pass.
Oh, I
Aloran,
did.
Damn.
I was 26.
okay, you can see Aloran, like, you can see his body at the ground. He's in one piece, but you don't see him moving. Jared, Aloran is probably the only one who like knows he's alive right now. You did not, like, mechanics wise, you don't need to record damage. But basically, Aloran understands that wherever his mortality is right now is not He's not dead, but definitely not supposed to be alive. And you see out of the corner of your eye 2 pairs of shoes. One, the recognizable kind of cowboy boots, and the other a like what looks to be like Oxford style dress shoes. And you just hear these 2 arguing, just like, look, he's a bit weird in the head, all right? He wasn't supposed to do that. It's just like, you told him to. My entire job is taking whatever the hell that thing's soul is considered to wherever it's supposed to go, idiot. Why would you? Gee, could you? All you gotta do is forget. It's like, I can't fucking forget about it. I will. I'll talk to him. I will talk to him, and you get out, all right? Because whatever luck you're stringing around, it's pretty fucking sour. And he just is like, now, come on. We'll see you tonight at least. Like, fuck off. Get the fuck out of here. No, you're not, okay? It's like, all right, okay. But be nice to the boy at least. Shut up and go. And you watch as the one in these dress shoes, like, kind of crouches down into your eye level, and you just see this, the best way I can explain it is he looks like Artemis Fowl from the last book in his series. I don't know why, but I always remember Artemis Fowl from the last book in a series, like, the cover art of the character. And he kind of just like crouches down, and you see he wears this 3-piece suit, completely black, even to the button up. And he just says, "Hi. I'm supposed to take you to whatever hell you deserve to be suffering in. But I guess I'm not doing that today, so okay, let's start with this." And he kind of waves his hand, and you have control of your body again. You can move, you can act as you wish. That is fine, Aloran.
I'm gonna stay on the ground.
Okay. And he just looks at you as just he actually fully just sits down in the dirt, like kind of massaging the bridge of his nose. It's just, okay, all right. So please don't listen to that idiot. At least not about things like that. You know, because then you complicate my job, and then people get off their schedule, and then it just... I am asking that you don't be an idiot, and I don't know I'll help you. Like, look, I'll throw you a bone, okay? A lot of the people up in that town right now, the times on my calendar are very close. Around when the sun starts going down, okay?
Oh,
there's
shit.
your bone, okay? There's your fucking bone. Don't, please, just don't be stupid. Okay, bye, ta-ta, fuck you. And he disappears in a puff of black smoke.
So I feel like I'm just throwing this in the air. Silverback probably would have tried to make his way down there, not as I was saying before, not in concern, but to see what happened to him.
You can, what's your passive perception?
Passive perception is 14.
You do see like 2 of the elves who are obviously set up in these kind of roped harnesses, like setting up to go down there.
Okay.
So because you know you can't just easily climb down by yourself.
I have a rope.
Okay. How many feet is that rope?
50.
You can't.
Damn it. I can fall from, I
Like,
want to say
how do
20
I
feet
explain this?
without hurting
So,
myself.
fall damage every 10 feet is 1d10 damage. Olorin fell far enough that I did not need to roll damage to know it would have immediately killed him.
Oh, so it's like fucking 100 feet or something.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna run over to those guys, I guess, and be like, I need to get down there.
It's like, all right, yeah, well, are you good with ropes? It'd take a while to put you in a harness.
Yes.
All right, come on. And, lucky for you, it'll be an acrobatics check.
Well, that's a 24. I already rolled. I was
All right.
ready.
So the three of you guys get down there pretty easily. Aloran, it's pretty easy to like. The elves are not trying to be stealthy. I don't know about Silverback, so you know that these two elves have come down to check on you.
I
So-
still lay there.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up to him. And kind of first like not getting in range of getting punched in the face because I have a feeling this robot would do that if he decided to. But like check on him before like getting into a position where I could kind of lift him up onto his like feet without being in front of him. Are you doing anything, Jared, against this?
I'm still gonna lay there.
So you're just gonna
Okay,
fall
so-
back over.
If you're gonna corpse, while he tries to pick you up, which is just I'm gonna keep laying here. Silverback, make a strength check.
Jesus Christ! Oh my God, that's a 3. I can't
You
lift the motherfucker.
No, you can't. You can't pick him up.
I'm just gonna probably start shouting things angrily at him, changing between languages as I do it, uh, until he responds or until the elves get there. And I'm probably gonna throw in a few slaps here and there as
So
I'm like trying to make him regain consciousness, whatever that is for a robot.
the elves walk over, just kind of seeing this, and just like look down at Aloran. Aloran, are you showing any sign of like being alive?
No.
So they just kind of look at him, just like, do you bury your metal kind, or
I turn
because
to
we do a
him.
thing with the trees?
I turn to them and I'm like, he's not dead, he's faking it. I know this bullshit when I see it. I keep slapping him around.
This kind of looks.
And I'm gonna say this, it's not that he actually knows that Aloran's still alive, it's that he doesn't necessarily trust Aloran to not to like fake it, like not to fake his own death type deal. And he doesn't want him to be dead because he knows that they need him type of thing.
Aloran, you know what? Actually, okay, Jared, did I ever give you vigor points?
I don't think so.
Okay, go ahead and take 2 vigor points, and I will give you the choice of if you would like. The one who had just spoken to you can reappear and cast. I don't know if there's actually a spell for this, so I'll just cast what I'll just call false death.
There's a thing, yeah, there is something called that where you can, or it's false life. It's the reverse. You're thinking of a necromantic spell.
So you could definitely extremely corpse for a locked in amount of time.
No, I'm gonna whisper loud enough so that Silverback can hear me. Only a true love's kiss can wake me up.
Upon hearing this, Silverback is probably just going to full on like snarl at him before pretty much driving a dagger into his knee and then walking off angrily.
I think I'm gonna need you to roll damage for that.
Let's see. Because Silverback does have daggers. I can let me remember what a dagger does, because I know it does less than my
1d4.
claws. Yeah. I'm not trying to kill him. I'm just trying to... That's 7 damage.
Well, yeah, Lauren, you're gonna take 7 piercing damage.
And he's just gonna leave the knife there and walk off.
These 2 elves are just like, do you want us to leave him down here? We can put him on a rope and bring him back up.
Silverback's pretty much gonna say, "Do what you want," and then climb back up the rope, which I just rolled a 21 to do that.
Okay. And they just wrap some rope around Aloran's ankles and put him through a pulley system to bring him up. So
Drag him
now
upside down.
basically Aloran is hanging upside down in front of the spot which he jumped from, and the elves do not take him off the rope.
Just leave him up on the platform.
They leave him there for his traveling companions to take down.
I'm gonna say by the time they get him up there, Silverback would have gotten another drink, and then come back and then taken the knife back, and then left him there.
Okay. All right.
This is just feeding into the what he feels about different characters, and now he has a new mindset on fucking Aloran. I guess if anyone else wants to notice this, it's not going to be hard to tell that Silverback is angry when he gets to the bar again.
I'll walk up to Silverback and I'll hand him a whiskey. And I'll say, I think you need this a little more than I do.
He kind of takes it and sets it aside because he is drinking one at the moment, and he doesn't say anything. He just kind of sulks in anger. He's like twirling a knife, the knife between his fingers, while one hand while drinking with the other.
Gonna go. Okay, I'm gonna down another shot and get back to drinking and playing cards or whatever.
What has Valorous been doing?
I've just been hanging out. Like, I saw y'all go down, and I was just like, yeah, they got it. Now, I'll probably have drank 2 beers by then, because I'm a slow drinker.
And just noticed Silverback came up angrily and was just like, I'm not dealing with that. I ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah, nah, I'm good.
Not my business.
Yeah.
Right. So what point... So I guess we'd probably stick up there for a little bit. Almighty DM.
All right. So yeah, so I would say, especially to get the amount of money that Rathen is able to make, you guys would be there for a while. So you're actually there because it would have been around like 5 p.m. when you got there. So now it's getting closer to nightfall. The sun is going down, it's sunset. The day is getting darker. Sorry, I'm typing one of your magic item descriptions, and it's I'm like almost done. So
I guess I'll do some narrating for you while I do that. Silverback's probably going to head back to the train then around this time, because he's probably had 3 or 4 whiskeys over the few hours, so he's like ever so slightly buzzed, but like not enough to like impair him in any kind of way, so he feels he's had enough. and he is going to head back to the train. And while he's going, probably tell one of the elves to send the tin can down before
Okay.
descending the rope himself and getting into the train.
Before you get to the, so you're in the middle of the rope bridge between this tavern and the platform, which gets you to the ladder. And when you turn back to speak to one of these elves to do that, you see a kobold walking across one of these bridges. And like this kobold, he has a very weird, he has like a cage with a skunk in it on his back, and he's carrying a little staff, and he has all this shit just kind of hanging off this belt he wears connected to his loincloth. And he kind of just looks around as it becomes night. And he just says, barely loud enough for everyone in the tavern to hear, and it's more difficult for Silverback to hear as he attempts to leave. Surrender to be executed by the Imperium, or we will have to use actual weaponry against you.
I think that's going to stop him in his tracks. And he is going to pretty much turn on his heels and come back. And he's going to go straight for the others and say, "It's time to go." Kind of gritting his teeth when he says it.
I'll just nod and get up silently and like make my way over.
Okay, all right.
You're telling me I have to leave the bar?
Yes.
But this is heaven. I've never seen
Well,
so
it's,
much
it's
booze in my
about to
life.
become hell if we stick around for too long.
I doubt that. There's
With
no way this oasis could become hell.
with all of this commotion happening, yeah. Actually, I'll roll for it.
Like, I'm trying to do this a little nonchalantly. Kind of like, not trying to draw attention, but kind of like, hey, we gotta go.
Rathen, you're the one to notice this.
Okay.
As you look around, you see that like none of the elves are obviously uneasy, but instead of like anything close to surrendering, you see those who are set up in the harnesses to swing down from the trees, grabbing bows and arrows and even pistols. Even the bartender seems to have a like double barrel pulled out from under it. And you're the first and one of the only people to see the long brass and bronze metallic neck of something that looks extremely like a dragon peek through the canopy on the opposite side of the tavern.
Okay, and it obviously it looks like it's coming to kill.
Well,
Or
you
does it look
also
like a
get
friendly?
to see as it opens its maw and torches the opposite side of the tavern, as you guys are only really protected by the trunk of the tree it's built around.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Roll initiative.
Yep.
Oh,
God
fuck.
damn it.
I was trying to leave. This is why we follow me.
Nope. We stay.
10 as well. Fuck. I rolled shit for
A
initiative.
nat 20, so but 23 doesn't really matter. God, I'm getting lucky with these fucking 20s. God damn. God smiled upon me today. Is there anything that a nat 20 does with initiative?
It
Yeah,
just
you're
makes
always
you
first.
automatically first.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, you could have a negative 10 initiative and still go first with a nat 20.
Cool. Awesome. I don't know if there's anything that it did.
It's just a perfect success. It means you're the
Yeah,
first.
that makes sense.
I'm not looking forward to this fight.
Okay.
We've got a bunch of elves, I assume.
I need
that are on our side.
Silverback's initiative again.
10. I rolled a 5, but my initiative's +5.
Okay, we're gonna say because you've drinking more than Valrus, that Valrus is gonna go before you.
That only is fair.
Okay, let's see here.
Trust me, alcohol only makes me a better fighter.
I'm ever
That's
so
why you
slightly
and
tipsy.
Morningstar are so similar. Let's see here. Oh yeah, they're not there yet, so it's just this stuff. Ooh, okay.
Did it look like the elves were running, or they're coming to help us?
They weren't
Or, like,
moving.
different-
They just were
They were
armed.
readying their weapons. Okay, cool.
So you watch as a few of those like harnessed up elves like full on like attached to ropes nearby and swing down.
Could I
Sorry,
before you do this, since I did perceive it before anyone else, could I roll the stealth to like kind of ready myself?
Yeah, you'll have to do it at disadvantage just due to
Yeah,
the
that's
kind of thing of the fire lighting
Oh,
the
crit
area.
fail. Fucking
I
hell.
was
Oof,
holding on
okay.
to you too, so like
F.
you're not gonna get away very easily because I had a hold of you.
Well, I wasn't stealthing to run away. I was stealthing to sneak attack, so I could deal an extra d6.
Oh.
I wasn't gonna run. I was,
Oh,
yeah,
you're talking
trying
like
to-
a quick draw type situation.
Well, yeah, I was trying to invoke my like rogue feat, or not feat. One of my,
Okay,
you know.
so
Oh, yeah.
because you rolled a nat 20, I will say if you roll a high enough sleight of hand check, you can get one extra attack at the start of your turn. So-
Yeah, I rolled a 13.
One sec, let me get you the range of how far away the kobold and the clockwork dragon are.
Oh, it's a clockwork dragon. Oh, better. Oh, that means my gun don't do too much damage because it made of metal.
Oh, fuck.
And my teeth aren't gonna do any, or claws aren't gonna do anything either.
I wanna, I wanna eventually turn one of my. I want to get another pistol and turn it into like something that shoots molten metal. I think that'd be really fun. I've got a flashbang gun, just something to help with things that. Oh, actually, it'd help a lot with things that are flesh, but also things that aren't flesh.
Yes. How close is the cobalt to me?
Okay,
Just thinking
so cobalt from where you guys would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The kobold's 90 feet away from you to if we were gonna say where you're facing is north to your west. And the dragon is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. The dragon is oh shit. One sec. I feel like I fucked up something here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, the dragon is 90 feet north of how you're
So
facing.
they're in two different places,
Yeah. So one
Oh,
is right in front of you, one is to your left.
but they're both 90 feet away.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Um. So, I guess are we just starting combat? We ready?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's you first,
All
man.
right. Yeah, it's me.
That sleight of hand check was good enough.
Cool. So I get another attack in.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm about to fuck some shit up. All right, I'm gonna run. I only have a speed of 30 feet. Gonna run 30 feet in. So that would place me 60 feet away, and I'm gonna use my skeleton key.
You're fighting the dragon, right?
Yeah. No, I was gonna fight the kobold, but yeah, I'll fight the dragon. Yeah,
I
I'll
was
fight the
thinking
dragon.
about going for the cobalt, which
No,
I
you go
think
ahead.
would make more sense if
Yeah.
Silverback attacked the
I don't
cobalt,
know.
but that's
So
I will
bullets
say
aren't gonna be that
because
effective, are they?
because there's something around silver because there's a interesting semantic you can deal with your weapon with its latent stage. You don't need to go prone if you can
lean
brace
against
it on
something.
something like the bar.
I proved that when I leaned against Fang last time.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
prove that to myself, so I can lean against something. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Is there anything like is my like damage going to be negated since it's made of metal, like with the guns, or like is there any sort of like, or would I even be able to know that?
That attack roll does not hit.
Yeah, I figured it
So
wouldn't hit.
it does like bounce off the metal plating
Okay.
with that attack roll, but just think of it like, because it's metal and things like that, it's not doing full damage.
It's
But
gonna be a resistance
Okay.
thing where it's gonna be like half.
All right, and then I'm gonna. I can't even really.
you have no, you don't. Never mind. So okay, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action to reload my shotgun. I'm gonna fire another shot off. Okay, 23 to hit.
Okay, yeah, that does hit. Go ahead, roll damage.
Okay. 9 damage. Okay, and then I've got, so that's my second attack, and I've got my third attack because I have double attack, but also that extra attack, right?
Yep.
Sleight of hand. Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna use my dueling pistol at long range. What's my roll? Is it disadvantage that I have to roll at long range?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, first one's 20, unnatural. Oh, it's 20. So 20 to hit.
Yeah, hits.
Cool. All
What
right.
is
I
that
would be
roll?
surprised if it didn't.
Yeah.
All right.
I rolled a 27. That misses. What?
So 10 damage, and then with the last one, I'm gonna roll with Trixie, which also has the disadvantage. Crit fail. That's fun. So my
Ooh,
weapon.
okay. Yeah, so Trixie jams. Luckily, because you're the fighter gunslinger class, you should be of a high enough level to be able to fix it on a bonus action.
Yeah, I
Which
can.
he
fix it
used his
with that,
bonus
but I already
already,
used it.
but
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, but I can. No, I probably won't. Don't want to use an action surge.
I
No,
wouldn't
I'm
use it for that. You have
Yeah, I'm
you have
good.
like
Okay.
20 guns on you.
Yeah, I've got so many. Well,
Alright.
I really have 2 guns, or I have 3 guns, but only 2 of them really attack, and one of them is 2 guns in one. So, yeah, and then that ends my turn.
Okay. Roll me a d12.
Okay.
That's a dangerous thing to hear.
Actually, not a d12, sorry, a d6 because of the cards.
Oh damn, Sean, fucking messing with
4.
magic and shit.
I rolled a 4.
Okay. Now, because
Whew,
because like outside of nat 20s and stuff, this would be the top of the round. I'm gonna. Now it's Sean messing with magic and shit.
Oh
Oh
shit.
god. Oh dear
So
god.
we're gonna see if he has anything useful.
Would we notice him doing this, considering he's in the open?
He's digging through his jacket pockets. That's what you see him doing.
Also, can I like do anything with? Sorry, I know my turn was up. Can I perceive like how much that would have damaged the dragon? Like even just that? Can I roll like a check or something?
That would be
You see that
insight.
because it's such a massive creature, it's what you're doing has definitely done something.
Yeah, but
However, it's not like
it's not slowed it down at all.
no.
Okay, okay. Whew, that's fun. I'm within 60 feet of this thing, so that's a good time.
Okay, let's see. What does this do?
Trying to imbue magic into a dice, so when I roll, it's gonna roll a 20.
That's
Nope, I've shaken all the magic out of it. Fuck. I'm gonna wait. What does it do, Dread? What did the card say?
The problem is that I also have to interpret how this works on a different creature.
Good. I wanted complication in my life.
I just need to get rid of this card from the deck. Never mind. Let's see here. I didn't shuffle this as well as I did. So we're gonna go with this.
Ow.
Okay.
Ow.
So,
Gross.
Rathen,
Yes.
you see Sean digs through his jacket and then pulls out a little floating pendant. It kind of just floats off the palm of his hand and it flies right over to you. You now have a +1 to AC until Sean's turn.
Oh shit! What the?
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And that's to this creature. This
Draconic automaton.
huge construct.
Jared's still tied up by his ankles. Just realized
yes.
that.
You know what? Actually, someone roll a d4.
Oh boy, I got this.
Someone? Okay.
I got a 2.
You see the dragon lowers its head,
That's not good.
and 8 kobolds climb up its neck and board onto the tavern paneling floor from off this thing's neck.
Boy. Oh boy.
And then we will roll for this. Okay, that is all this creature does on its turn. Hey, that's to Aloran. So, Aloran, basically, you are under the I want to say restrained. Basically, your speed is currently 0. You will have disadvantage on dexterity saves, and you can do most other things.
Eldritch Blast from prone position.
You are you're 80 feet away from the kobold, but you're 90 feet away from the dragon and the other kobolds that have congregated around its head.
Would I be able to untie myself?
Okay, so you'll have to make 2 checks for that. You'll need a sleight of hand check and either an athletics or acrobatics check to not fall.
You know, I'll just stay tied up.
It falls out of the tree again. Oh no!
Then I will just.
Man, if I hadn't taken the knife, he'd have something to cut himself down with.
Actually, would I be able to untie myself and then quickly Misty step onto the platform?
I see the
Make a
logic
good
in this.
enough arcana check and you can just misty step.
Ooh, 16.
Okay, you can just misty step.
Yay. And then I'll just Eldritch Blast the Kobold.
Bridge or one of the 8?
The bridge.
Okay.
That's 10 and a 16.
That hits.
Both or just one?
Oh, the second one.
Okay. That's 6 damage.
All right. Okay. trying to see this thing's movement to see if it happens. Yes, it does. So you see this kobold, it takes a little rock out of its pocket after it gets like hit in the chest with this pure magical force. And he crushes it in his claws, and you see him disappear and reappear on the back of the head of this dragon. And you just see him kind of straddle ahead and just be like, and you just hear him like, yes, my pretty, yes, destroy them.
Silverback is gonna say right as he does this, good, every target in one direction now. As he, readies his sniper. The demon roar.
Of course.
Whose turn is it next?
It's actually 3 of the fucking kobolds next.
Oh.
One
They
of
can
these
only-
kobolds made a nat 20.
They can only really attack one
Yikes.
person.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they can only really attack one person, but we are talking about CR-18 creatures.
Yeah.
But also they have pack tactics. So
Yeah.
they're all gonna crowd around Rathen's. Yeah, basically Rathen's knees. They're small creatures. They're all gonna
Start
crowd
kicking.
They're all gonna crowd around Rathen's knees, and they're all gonna start stabbing at you.
Are they? Wait. How close did the dragon was 60 feet from him, right?
90.
90. No, he moved up 30, so he was 60.
Oh,
How far
yeah.
did the
60 feet.
kobolds move? I'm
Oh,
not trying to be a role person. I'm just trying to
No,
figure
no,
out
no, you're
distances
right,
here.
you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Wouldn't they be on the
You're right.
opposite way? So,
yeah. Wouldn't they be like 30
They
feet
would
from
only
him?
be able to get 30 feet away from him. So instead of making melee attacks, they will be using their ranged slings.
Okay. I wanted to make sure of that because I had a plan involving Valrus, but I wanted to make sure I was right on distances first.
The first one crit.
Just gets hit in the
Alright,
head with
dude.
a rock.
So
Fuck.
Rathen, that's gonna be you
So
know
is
what?
that kobold named David?
I'm actually gonna roll this just in the hopes it's not as much as the average times 2. Okay, so that is 7 bludgeoning damage as you get hit in the face with a rock.
Yikes.
He's drunk. He's okay.
And well, this crit was from advantage at least.
Damn.
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 Please tell me the other two miss him because I really don't want to have to deal with the downed Rathen. Not yet,
Yeah,
at least.
Neither would I.
It's too early for a downed Rathen. If we get kill about 6 of these guys, I'll be okay with the downed Rathen.
The
but until then-
second rock hits you for 1 sec.
Damn, what is this fucking
5 bludgeoning damage.
SEAL Team 6 of the kobolds here?
Yeah, honestly.
Dude, kobolds are really good when it comes to pack tactics. And let's see. And the third one hits a normal hit for 4 bludgeoning damage.
I'm gonna look up kobolds because I want to remember exactly what the fucking pack tactics do.
Within 5 feet, they get advantage on attack rolls.
Okay, so they all just have advantage against him right now. But if they're all
Basically.
within 5 feet, oh, my plan's all coming together. Oh yeah, it's coming together.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
I can't do the crunk voice.
Yeah, because yeah. So then here, okay, heal that 5 damage because I reread pack tactics. So one of them is going to the one who I'm just going to retcon that 5 damage because he can't do anything. He had to sprint up to you to activate pack tactics.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Is it Valrus' turn?
It is.
I'm gonna
So
turn to
who is-
Valrus when it gets to this point and be like, "You still got that gunpowder?
Oh dear God.
You thinking what I'm thinking?"
You know what? Yeah.
I think it's time to make it
Warm.
rain.
Dear God. Okay. So how many of these bags of blasting powder can I have?
How many do you have in your
Okay,
inventory?
like not can I have? Can I like hold?
I think it was 2. You can have 1 for
2.
each hand. That's what we established with the wyvern fight.
Yeah.
It's either that or the explosive arrows, which I don't know if you had any
Yeah.
more of those, but
I don't have any more explosive arrows actually.
so I would suggest probably moving up a little bit and then using the explosive packs.
Yeah. Okay.
So I will say that it's only like 20 feet of movement to get yourselves to the tree trunk, which will give you full cover in that direction. However, you won't be able to, because it's cylindrical, you won't be able to peek around it without putting yourself in like half cover.
Okay.
Mhm.
He's
Leaving-
fine with me. I guess I'll move up. So what is around me? Like what is the battle scene? I
So
guess?
it's the trunk of the tree which this entire building is built on in
Mhm.
front of you. Also what's in front of you is of course the bar which stretches around this tree. So there's also shelves, things of that nature. There's
Right.
tables, there's bar stools. Out to your right, there
Mhm.
is a suspended kitchen. So it's not anchored to any tree. It's still
Okay.
standing, but it's only held together by a network of ropes.
I'm just wondering like what enemies are nearby if they're
Okay.
within
So
quote unquote melee range.
within 30 feet, there is Rathen and the one who had to go up to him to activate pack tactics. Within 60 feet from you are the two who attacked Rathen.
Okay.
Then 90 feet, okay, more like 80 feet away. Might be a little bit less than 80. I have to recalculate that now.
Mhm.
I know he's doing math. We're gonna be here for a minute.
I'm
So
thinking 'cause
80 feet away is the rest of them, including the head of the dragon.
How many
Okay.
were there in total?
In total, there are 8. Okay, in total, 10. 10, including the dragon. 8 kobolds, the one riding the dragon, and the dragon itself.
Okay. Just thinking about this. How much AC did my how much did my AC increase with the cloak of daggers? I know you
2
2.
plus 2.
Okay, so I know what I'm at now. Let me add that real quick.
You now have one sec, because this means you're wearing it, so now you also
Yeah.
have this. You have disadvantage on athletics and acrobatics.
Which I'm okay with because I'm in a fight.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
alright, Valrus, what are you gonna do?
I guess I'll walk up to the nearest enemy and swing a melee attack, and as my bonus action, I'll do the I'll prepare a blasting powder thing.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack roll. That's gonna be against the kobold that got up to Rathen, so you'll just be next to Rathen.
That's fine. It's 21.
You hit. Go ahead, roll damage.
Uh, 4. So that's 9 for the first attack, and then I have to roll to hit twice. Ooh, that's a 6 to hit for the second attack.
You chop this kobold in 3 pieces.
Okay. Don't need it. Okay. So I guess, as my bonus action, I will prepare. Do you think I could like fit one in between the thumb and index, like the end of one in there, and then the end of another bag or pouch
Trying to get two in one
in one
hand.
hand? Yeah.
I'll say you can do that.
All right. Cool. And then I will throw them. Can I throw them now or later?
You used a main attack action.
Yeah,
I'll
I used
say
an attack
you can make an attack roll for a bonus action. I'll say to throw them, you can use a bonus action.
I would. This is just me throwing some out there. I would say unlit. He could throw them as a bonus. If he wanted to light them, it'd be an action. If they
I
like
think
have fuses.
I thought you were gonna light it.
Oh,
or
I'm
use-
gonna light it. If this is
Okay.
the thing I was thinking about, but I wanted
Right.
to like ensure that
I'll
this is
throw it.
what was happening.
I'll throw it straight into the pile of pack kobolds, right?
So you want to throw it into the group. Okay, so yeah,
okay.
like the group closest to the dragon, or just the 2 that are that were attacking.
How many are there in the group that's close to the dragon?
Along with the dragon and the one riding the dragon, there are 5.
Okay, yeah, I'll throw it over there. So
All
just
right.
dex check, I guess.
Yeah, just a ranged attack roll, so that should be dexterity.
10 plus 3, 13.
Okay. Yeah, that's good enough. So you get it kind of close into the group of kobolds around there. Let's see here. Now that is to
The
Silverback.
dragon lights it, not knowing what it is.
Let me know when I'm ready.
Yeah, that's it's to you.
All right. I'm going to shoot that bag. I'm going to lay myself across the bar, lay down prone on the bar. So if I need to, I can roll off and get on my feet. And I'm going to shoot that bag.
Okay, that's a called shot. You'll have advantage because you're bracing, but because
I don't
it's a
need
called
advantage.
shot. Yeah,
I got natural 20. I don't need advantage.
Never mind. Okay. So you do hit that bag. It Valrus, what do you have the stats for those bags marked down?
Yes, I do.
Okay, tell
So
me.
it is each creature within 5 feet of the pouch must make a DC 13 dex save. And since it's 2, it's each creature within 10 feet.
Okay.
Must
Now
make DC 13 or take
DC
4d6 bludgeoning.
4d6.
4d6 bludgeoning.
4d6 for one bag.
No, 4d6 for both.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that 4d6. I'm getting the dice.
I'll let you do the honors.
Yeah.
3, 4.
Wow, that sucked. 12.
I have exactly enough dice for this roll.
12 damage or 6 if they pass.
Oh, interesting. Uh, uh, uh. Oh. Oh, okay. So there, yeah. All right. The only ones that save are the dragon and the one riding it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so you said 12 damage?
That probably
12
killed them.
damage.
Kobolds don't
Yeah.
have much health.
That kills all 5 of these kobolds.
I'm going to say the moment that we watch as these kobolds are torn to shreds, being his instinctive, huntress self at the moment, he howls like a victory type howl due to the killing of 5 kobolds.
Jesus.
But that's all I can do. That is the end of my turn because I can only take 1 shot right now. Did we mess up the encounter?
No, I just had to erase all those names.
Look at him.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
That's
sir.
why we
I like
buy
keeping good
random
notes,
garbage
but
from
that also means I
stores.
have to keep a good eraser. So it's like, oh shit,
I
oh
just
shit, they
cross
did
out
this
things.
faster than I thought.
Yeah.
Let's
This is
see
why
here.
this is why we have to have at least one clever person in the party, or else this would have taken an hour.
Yes, it would have.
You were about to just like hit something, weren't you? And still use those.
Yeah, I was just gonna go run at them. I was like, I could use the blasting powder, but I don't have a good way of lighting it that fast. So
And Silverback had the best of ways.
Hey, can you
Yeah.
tell me what abilities, other than the dice thing from your blood right, what abilities have I given you from that axe, just so I can get a refresher?
It was so the axe deals when under half HP, I get double my move speed towards a hostile, and I
Okay.
also gain.
Oh.
If I have it down so that it's 2 more damage, but I think that's just because of
Yeah,
my
it's ignore resistance
ignore resistance.
when under half
Oh,
health. Okay. You also killed the one next to Rathen, so he's out of the game.
3 left.
No, there's 2 left, actually.
Just kidding,
I lied.
Just kidding.
Okay. All right. Oh, that's to him. That's to the one riding the dragon. So he is going to... Well, first I have to check what he can do. All right. I'm so happy I finally gotten to use this stat block. I've never been able to use this before.
That's not good. You know, by this point, anything I hear Dread say is just not good.
Yeah.
I expect the worst out of everything, and therefore
and
I'm
that's
never
how we
surprised.
feel with you, by the way.
Okay,
Oh.
so
You shouldn't have told me that.
the kobold throws 20 throws a clay pot about 20 feet in front of him. So for you guys, that should be about like 40 feet in front of you guys. So 40 feet away from Rathen, I'm going to use Rathen as kind of the forward point here. You see the pot break, and you see like these weird grubs like just spread out on the floor about like a roughly shaped 5-foot square. I need to
Sorry,
see
what
if these
happened?
things have
Wait,
a
yeah, like I just got lost all of a
movement.
sudden. What? Sorry.
Let's see. They do have a movement. So now these grubs that are there's enough to amass a roughly shaped 5-foot square have squirmed in a swarm towards Rathen an extra 10 feet. So now this pile of grubs is just 30 feet away from Rathen.
Where are all of the elves?
Half of them got burnt to death, and you hear fighting under the canopy.
You know what? I'm gonna have to go check that shop to see if he's alive after this, because I might just have to take what's ever left. And 100% that goes through Silverback's mind. He was a nice guy and all, but What stuff did he leave behind if he burned?
And that is. First of all, Rathen, I need you to roll me a d6.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, here we
One.
go again.
Well, you're dead.
2.
Okay. It's your turn.
Okay.
That roll was to determine if it was your turn or not. Congrats, you
Yeah.
survived.
Okay, so what exactly is out in front of me? Sorry, my girlfriend was bringing me food.
It's a
What?
weird pile of grubs that look like just a weird pile of grubs that's slowly slogging towards you.
That's
I don't
fun.
like that you had to use that word, but okay.
And then there's the dragon and the kobold riding the dragon, right?
Yes, and then there's 2 more kobolds. There are still 2 kobolds who hit you with rocks, who are 30 feet away from you.
All right. Oh fuck! I have to use my bonus action to unjam my weapon. I'm gonna do that. Use my bonus to unjam my weapon. And then I'm going to roll. Oh, wait. Can I? Oh no, I can't transfer. Fuck. All right. I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna use Trixie on one of them. So I rolled a hit. I'd say does a 12 hit?
Kobold?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that does hit.
All right. Cool. 8 damage.
And you fucking kill it.
Cool.
Kobolds
And then
have
I'm
like
gonna use
6
my
health.
next attack with dueling pistol. No, actually, I'm gonna use. I can use Trixie again, right? Because it hasn't jammed. Yeah, I'm semi-auto. That's right. All right, I'll roll the next kobold. A 20, obviously unnatural,
Oh yeah, that does hit.
and then another 8.
And that kobold's dead.
Cool.
Wow. We're really
I know.
cleaning up.
Yeah, honestly, and then I think that's it. Yeah, I don't have anything else. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Action surge.
Let's see.
And then does my AC run out? The AC like bonus whenever it's
The
his turn again?
AC bonus is gone now.
Okay, cool.
And let's see here. Ooh. Oh. Let's see this one. I'm just going to keep going until it's a card I can actually use.
Oh, and could I like run away or something like that? Or does that be considered a bonus action?
No, that would be your
it's
movement.
Yeah, that's movement.
Now I'm gonna move towards the group and away from those slugs that are coming towards me. So I'm scared of whatever the fuck's coming out of that thing.
Sean pulls out a potion and he just tosses it over to you and free action to drink it.
Okay.
You what's your hit die? Like, okay, what's the hit die you get from a fighter and what's the hit die you get from a rogue?
D10 and D8, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so you heal 18 damage.
Oh, back up to full health. Thank you.
He needs it.
Cool.
Not gonna
I
lie, he
definitely do.
needs it.
Let's see here. Let's see here. That's this thing. Now I'm gonna need you to roll me another D4.
Side effects
A
time.
D4 or D6?
4.
Okay. A 2.
Okay. That means the dragon won't spawn anything else.
Oh, it's like counting down.
It's gonna nuke in a second. Just
Yeah, honestly.
Which also means it's now an attack action. Let's see here.
oh boy, we're gonna burn.
Hmm.
Okay. You see this kobold basically inventor, I guess. This kobold inventor like start like banging and like obviously wrenching and like just working maintenance within the head of this dragon. and you see it open up its mouth, and it almost like barfs out tar, and you see flame that's like kind of plume and then flicker out. It's like you just say, just kill them. And the dragon flaps its wings, flying up to you guys. So it's going to fly over to you. It's going to close the it's going to close to about 85 feet. So it's within 5 feet of Rathen. I'm going to guess Rathen's still like kind of at the front. Actually, no. It's going to close 60 feet to Valrus.
Yeah, so I was
He's
gonna
the
say
closest to the
Valrus is
dragon
still in
right
the
now.
front. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here. Now we're going to have to see what happens now. All right. Okay. So it bites at you, Valrus. You take 17 piercing damage, and I need you to make an athletics check.
Oh no,
Athletics. Sure.
I don't want to lose Valrus.
That is a 9. Oh,
This
never mind.
thing bites into you, and you do obviously you take the 17 piercing damage, and it picks you up, attempting to thrash you before just kind of just leaving you in its jaws as it moves forward once more.
So, since I am in its jaws, I can make an attack action right beside him, right?
I mean, proximity makes me want to say advantage, but you being bitten and being thrashed makes me want to say disadvantage.
So I would say normal attack.
Yeah. But like but now yeah, it does still have enough movement to get up to Rathen.
Oof.
So now it
Picks him up too.
moves up to Rathen, and because of that stuff, it has disadvantage, which is better than nothing.
Okay, so wait, if it moves up to me, because I tried to move into the group.
So you moved up to the bar again. I'm on the side of
Yeah.
the bar, probably about 20 feet, I think.
Yeah.
To the, like, the
Aloran's-
left.
Aloran never really moved, so he's just at the edge.
Oh, he's still upside down. No, he's not. He got
No,
like,
he got out. He got out. So, Rathen, you suffer 13 slashing damage.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right, that's its turn. That is to Aloran.
That thing's still on his head, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna blast that kobold.
You will be firing with disadvantage.
I got 4 tries. I'm good.
I got 4 Wait, this is gonna end up like with me, where if it's just kept hitting the person he's
Shit.
trying not to hit.
All right, that's a 10.
That is a miss.
That's 8.
That is a miss.
12.
The 12 is a miss. The 25. Oh, yeah,
that-
disadvantage. Yeah.
And then
Oh dear lord.
13.
That is also a miss.
Well, guys, it was fun.
You just hear crew, 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 crew. Just over and over again. Nothing.
Just leaves the Discord. Well,
Yeah, well, we lost the tin can.
That's to Valrus, who is in the mouth of the beast.
Yes, sir. All right. I will make an attack roll. Actually, first, I'm going to use my bonus action to use my blood oath. So I will take 2d6 fire damage.
Please don't kill yourself while you're in the jaws of this beast.
I'll try my best.
Oh,
So I
dear
only take
God.
4.
Just don't worry, guys. I have a plan. Rathen has left the
Plus
game.
I have a
I'm gonna
plan.
roll
Disappears.
both to hit
Yeah.
now. Okay, so a 21 and a 15 for both attacks.
Okay. All right.
Do both of them hit?
A 21 and a 15.
Yeah.
Let's see here. The 21 hits.
Okay, but the 15 doesn't.
No.
Okay.
Now you're using your axe, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's full damage too. Great.
Okay. So 11 plus 8, so 19.
All right.
And then I will. Yeah, here we go. So I'm gonna do my brand of castigation. Whenever I damage a creature with my Crimson Right feature, I can choose to sear an arcane brand of Hemocraft magic onto it. So I will use it. I now know which direction the branded creature is. Each time the creature deals damage to me or a creature I can see within 5 feet of me, and since I'm in the mouth, it'll be always, I guess. The creature suffers 3 psychic damage.
Okay, it takes 3 psychic. And now, at the end of your turn, athletics check.
Oh fuck! Great, yeah. That is
You
a
escaped
9
its
again.
jaws.
I think that's
Okay.
the exact. Yeah, that's the exact same roll.
You hear the
Oh.
gears within its jaw grind as if they're about to like almost give out, and then you just see this like wild-eyed kobold just like, let's fix this then, fix, and it just in the blink of an eye, it's already replaced these gears.
Okay.
So is it in its head, the cobalt?
It's kind of riding on its head, but it's such a big kind of, and it's like it's halfway inside the gear, the mechanics at all times.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is to Silverback.
So I'm gonna run. I'm gonna go 30 feet away, or 35 feet away, get some distance, and I'm gonna shake my head as I know what I'm about to do. I'm not gonna like, and I'm gonna activate Demon's Roar. And
Alright.
I'm only. Oh wait, no. So I'm gonna activate Demon's Roar, and then I'm gonna move. So I'll move 50 feet away to get some distance. And I'm going to start firing at the Kobold. Is that going to be with disadvantage or...
Yeah.
Okay. So first attack, let's see here. That is a 18? Yeah, 18.
That does hit.
All right. And with that, this should probably kill the Kobold in one shot, but... you didn't think I would do this, did you? That's a 6. That's an 11. That's another 11. And that's another 6. So if my math is correct, 22, 34 damage.
The kobold
Oh,
is
yeah, he's beyond dead.
he's dead.
And it
You
was actually
watch as,
38 damage.
You watch as the bullet rips through his chest, and you see as around the bullet wound, he just slowly petrifies and falls into ash.
Good
And
lord.
then I'm going to proceed to use my surge attack to fire at the dragon.
You still doing Demon's Roar?
Yeah, still I get it for the full turn. I'm deactivating at the end of the turn.
Any healing you make from that damage, because you're still going to make half the damage back. Just put it as temporary hit points.
Oh, okay. So let's see. 36 divided or 38, 15, 19. So that's 19
When
temp.
you
Did you have
as
to take that
temporary
long
hit
as an
points.
engineer to calculate
Yes.
that?
I'm an
Here's the
engineer. We think about harder things.
as because it's from the gun, when you when you put it back into a latent state, it will. Those temporary hit points are gone, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I lose whatever's remaining that it needs as a cost.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I hit the dragon. That's a nat 20 with the surge attack.
All right. Go ahead, roll
And
damage.
I'm adding, with that, I was going to do this anyways. I'm going to add a superiority dice to do marksman shot, which adds an additional d8 to the attack. So let's see. That's a 10. That's another 10. Dear God, that's a 2. I finally got one bad one. And that's a 6. Plus the d8, which I got to find that. Okay, so that's 20, 29, 31, 33, 39 damage to the dragon.
All right.
And then I'm going to use my bonus to take another shot at the dragon. Because I have that, because it goes into semi mode, which is a 19. Does that hit?
That does hit.
Okay, and then I'm rolling just regular attack this time. Which, that's 11, 19, 31.
All right. Okay.
I decided to sacrifice some
dead.
health.
Well, there is no dragon anymore. It's just what?
It decomposes in front of your
So-
eyes.
After Silverback does this, because Demon's Roar is a magical weapon, this dragon is taking full damage.
Oh boy.
Oh,
so-
hell yeah.
It's really not looking good, especially after that. Now, Silverback, you hear deep within your own mind just, what an interesting creature. I'll try to keep you around. So, the Demon's Roar is going to sap 11 HP from you.
Man, that's like a fraction of what I just got.
Yeah, I was like, could be worse. I kept getting that from the kobold strikes.
So in total, I acquired 72 temp hit points.
Here's the thing.
Good lord.
You have a gun that at the best case scenario will give you 4 damage. Worst case scenario, 40 damage.
Which is pretty much what I did every shot.
Yeah.
Oh my
So,
god. And
the-
I'm leaving it activated because I feel really good right now.
The inventor is dead, which
So,
leaves
Was all that on the
his
dragon?
creation.
Yeah, no, so the first shot killed the inventor, the rest hit the dragon.
Good
So
lord.
I hit the inventor for about 38 damage, and then I hit the dragon for about 100 and... No, not 100, 70 something damage.
Okay. Back up to the top of initiative.
And I kind of picture this gun whenever it's activated. I almost picture it because it's affecting Silverback in a way that it makes his eyes almost glow red while he uses it. But that's just me. I don't know if that's what you intended.
Yeah, no, that's a great visual, but also think of like wherever your arm touches the weapon, your veins glow the same red, bright
Yeah,
enough
like
to show through the fur.
Yeah, okay. That's I am imbued with unlimited power.
All right, Rathen, before we start your turn, I need you to roll me a d4.
Yeah. Damn.
I love
4.
that he You're dead.
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dive
So-
hard attack.
The drugs
Let's
kick
see.
in.
Hoping that was good, not bad.
Yeah.
After Silverback's after
Outrage.
Silverback's attack, The dragon takes a legendary action.
Oh dear lord.
Now that it is outside of the effects of the inventor. And it crits, dealing 30 bludgeoning damage to Silverback.
Ooh.
Glad it wasn't to me, because that would have been death.
I was so far away. Yeah, that's only half of my temp hit points. I'm good.
Jesus Christ!
The rogue became a god.
Ooh. Okay. It rolled well on percentile, so its tail does not fall off when stretching this far to attack you.
I'm a little shocked, but I kind of smirk and wipe off the little bit of blood it makes off my face. Because I assume it hits me in the face when this happens.
Yeah, yeah, probably. So that is to Rathen.
Gonna use the bonus action to reload my shotgun, and yeah, just roll a hit. That's a nat 20, so
All
28
right,
to
go ahead,
hit.
roll damage.
And that crit, so 31 damage.
Oof. It's good shit
Then
right there.
I'm gonna roll my dueling pistol. What is that? An 18 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay. Oh, 15 damage. And then I'm gonna use my action surge. Take additional action. And I'm gonna use my Deadeye shot to get advantage on the attack roll. Just because I don't feel like this one's hitting well. So let's see. Oh, yep, I was right to do that. First one's a 10. Second one's a 16. 16 hit?
No, it doesn't.
Ah, damn. All right.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
This last shot sadly ricochets off the slowly failing and crumpling armor plating of this creature.
It's fucking damage there, so I don't even care. Like,
Then let's see here.
I rolled a 0 on one of the damage dice of that crit. That sucks.
No, the 0 is a 10.
Oh, is it? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, on a
That's
D10,
great.
the 0 is a 10.
Oh, okay. Never
All
mind.
right.
I love that.
Okay. How many d6s of damage is a fireball?
A fireball?
Yeah.
I want to say 4, but I might be wrong. I can
Okay.
check.
46 sounds right.
Let's see. God fucking damn. Sean pulls out
A fireball.
he literally pulls out what looks to be a fireball in a jar and tosses it at this thing. His ranged attack roll was a crit.
Oh,
God damn.
Oh, sorry.
double
It's
4d6.
8d6 fire damage on a failed save against it. You have to make a dexterity save against it, and it affects a 20-foot radius. It's a level 3 spell, by the way.
Oh, Jesus. Goddamn. Okay, well.
You can make it a 4d6.
No,
if you want,
it's because I rolled the save and it nat 20'd, so you said 8d6?
That's if you get hit by it. If you succeed, it's half damage.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll 4d6 then.
Which I assume if it succeeded in the dex save, that means Valrus automatically succeeded in his dex save.
Didn't you say he crit, though, too?
Yeah, the creature crit too, so
So wouldn't that just... It negates the first one, but it still crits. So it'd be still 8d6.
no, because crit on a save, I run with crits on saves negate damage, but
Oh, okay.
I mean he rolled a ranged spell attack of a nat 20, so it's like I was just gonna cut it in half.
Yeah, that's fine.
So technically, you don't roll an attack for fireball.
Yeah, but also it's Sean throwing a bottle.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is it's Sean throwing something, so he did a ranged attack with it, and it
Makes sense. I
counted.
got you.
Yeah,
That's fine.
And
there's a lot of components. There's a lot of components here.
Mass anyway,
Yeah.
so we're not going to worry about Valrus.
Yeah.
That is back to the dragon.
Wasn't Valorous fire Inferni, or is that in the other campaign?
No, Valorous is
Aw.
yeah. He's got
He's a
half.
tiefling, so
Oh, he's a-
Actually,
That's right,
he
that's
has
he's
both
a
both
tiefling.
campaigns. He's got fire resistance.
Mm-hmm.
Is there?
this creature is going to. Let's see.
Hopefully, hell.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to use my line again when we're done.
Okay, so it it misses its first claw attack against Rathen.
Oh, bless.
It
Just
hits
picture-
its second.
I'm picturing by this
Actually,
point it's having
here.
like random stutters as the gears are starting to grind on each other and spark all over the place. So,
Just riddled with bullets at this point.
All right. Okay. This. Okay. All right.
and considering my
So-
weapon causes decomposing, some of those there's probably corrosion going on the inside.
Yeah.
It hits Rathen for 13 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then in almost this weird action of like it still has its jaw around Valorous, but it almost looks like it's attempting to force itself to open its mouth, but it can't, as though its jaw has locked in place. But you hear the hissing as gas exhales out of these small holes where like Valorous is not plugging up the creature. So Valorous is actually the only one who will be affected by this. I need
Good.
you to make a
Ugh.
DC 18 save.
Valorous,
DC
are you
18 Constitution save.
hotboxing in there?
Yeah.
Con save.
We're about to-
19.
Okay, you pass. So yeah, you're fine actually. That is to Aloran.
Cool.
Instead of word minutes, just cool.
The dragons are still alive, right?
The only
Yes.
target.
All right. Here we go. Not gonna miss this time.
Or Eldritch Blast
Ah,
later.
shit. 12, 16. Fuck. 8. Nat 20.
The nat 20 is the only one to hit.
Yeah.
I just picture this robot like throwing these and he's like getting really fucking pissed off. And the last one is just like an anime scene where he like spins in a circle with it and just chucks it.
Oh,
Throws it
oh
like
my
a
damage.
damn baseball bat.
Man,
Look
if
at-
only Silverback would do this much damage.
Oh man, a whopping fucking 12, bro. Man, if only I could do that much damage instead of my... We're not going to talk about it.
Fucking psychotic amount of damage.
You gave me this
I'm-
weapon.
I'm gonna tell you guys what the CR of this creature is once we're done with this.
Oh, I'm assuming it's like a fucking like 8 or 9, maybe even
That is
higher.
to Valorous.
Yes, sir, baby. I'll go ahead and make another attack. Oh wow, that sucked. 10 to hit, and oh my god, that sucks even worse. 10 and a 9 to hit.
You
Jesus,
miss both times.
dude. Good lord.
What happened? You miss?
Yeah.
John's still
Athletics
not
check.
dead? Jesus.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I, as my bonus action? Oh, 20 for athletics.
He
Fuck.
finally gets out!
You are able to get out. You're able to pry yourself out from this creature's mouth.
Goodness.
So is it my attack now?
Yeah, I guess
Yes.
that's it for me.
I'm gonna say the moment I see him drop from its jaws, I'm aiming for the head and I'm going for 2 more shots on the head because of my bonus. Let's see. That is a 25 is the first. And the second is nah, it's gonna miss. That was a 16.
First attack does hit.
All right. Let me collect my 4d12s here. That's an 11. That's an 8. That's another 8. That's another 11. 22, 30, 38 damage.
Okay. You blast into this thing's you shoot into this thing's head. And you see its head like swing back and slam into the ground. And its body goes limp. And after you do this, you feel your hand burn. And you just, it has no soul to take. And you take 33 damage.
Hey, that's the amount of temporary hit points I just got.
Oh my god!
Now, what would Rathen do on his turn after this creature has died? You are within 5 feet of its body.
Oh, I'd easily go start looting it for stuff.
I think
Okay.
Silverback, because his hand is burning, probably would have dropped.
I'm
Demon's
gonna,
Roar.
because I'm near the bar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go grab a drink and then start just going to town with like trying to find something that like
Okay.
you know.
Going directly to the bar, you won't like leave that 5 foot radius of this creature.
It
Like,
was
are you
on the
gonna move
bar.
away? Are you gonna move away or move closer to the dragon?
Is there any way that? Because I mean, I obviously want to investigate what loot it has, just to like see if there's anything that I can make it worth my while of just getting hit. But is there any way I could grab a quick drink on my way to the dragon?
Yes. So you want to go like you want to walk up to the dragon. You want to climb onto it. What are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna grab a shot. I'm gonna pour one out for the dragon. I'm gonna take another shot, down it, and kick the dragon.
Okay. All
And
right.
then I'm gonna just loot it. Let's see what it's
Okay.
got. Or
Okay.
just see if I can find anything.
Take 3 damage for stubbing your toe.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
gonna consider that your turn on this initiative because we have one last thing for the dragon.
Oh god. Oh no.
It's a fucking tactical nuke.
30 feet. How far away
Is
is
Silverback?
Silverback from the dragon?
He is about. He got from the rest of the
Actually-
party. He had gotten like 50-something feet. So
Because the dragon moved up to you guys.
he moved up to the rest of the party. He would have been 90 feet from Silverback. He's probably 50 feet. Because when the dragon got up, Silverback made a run
Okay.
for it and then
Alright.
while activating Demon's Roar.
Because of Silverback's hearing, you can hear whatever internal mechanisms in this creature that allowed it to like work like this to begin to crack and break and hiss and heat up, and I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh shit.
An 8.
That would be 17.
Oh, the side of the screen robbed me of a natural 20.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see here. D&D Beyond usually gives some shit rolls, so I'm gonna roll it public for you guys to see.
I don't know what that means. Oh, you're rolling
I
it on
got a
D&D
19,
Beyond.
by the way. Sorry, I was muted.
Jesus Christ.
Valrus, you take half damage. The rest of you, 47 damage. Actually,
taking
hold on.
down-
Is it
Valrus.
fire damage?
Valrus
Yeah,
is
this is
immune.
especially different for Valrus, but the rest of you 47 damage total, fire and piercing. Valrus, we're going to split this in half just to worry about what is fire damage and what's
Just tell
not.
tell me the piercing.
So the piercing is going to be 24,
Okay.
and the fire damage is without
23 without.
yeah.
Okay.
Damn. So this thing just exploded. How is the
Yes.
integrity of the platforms we're on?
Why would you ask that?
I'm going to need.
Because I don't want to fall.
Yeah, well, I'm in the single digits for health. I started with 60.
I'm gonna need
I'm dead.
Constitution because I'm gonna need Constitution.
Wait, Rathen's down.
Yeah, I'm down.
I'm gonna need Constitution saves.
Oh, Lord.
Rathen, Valrys. Yeah, Rathen and Valrys. Your Constitution saves are at disadvantage.
Oh boy. I'm trying to
Damn,
find
get
which-
shit on.
I'm trying to
12,
find which
9,
dice is going to be the good
13,
one.
and a nat 20.
Got
Fuck
9.
you. So 13.
That's a 19? Yeah, 19. I'm doing my math right. I rolled a 17, have a +2. So I got a 19 on con. What does that mean, almighty DM?
Let's
might
see
die here.
That's Rathen.
I'm gonna have to save everyone. Holy shit.
Where's Aloran's con save? Okay.
23.
Rathen and Valrys are like Rathen was going to be knocked out anyway, but Valrys is also just full on knocked out by the concussive force of this blast. So is
So you want me to
Sylvanas.
reduce my health to
I
0?
got knocked out with a 19.
No. Yeah, it's unconscious. It's not zeroed health.
Yeah, I
The
know,
con
but I got
save is still
unconscious from a 19? Holy shit.
Yeah, you just got hit with what was
Fucking
basically
shell shock.
Yeah, it's like because the concussive force of an explosion is fucking crazy, even compared to what it can do with fragmentation. So Aloran, and there's also another part to why you would get knocked unconscious. Aloran is the only one who is not like at the least slightly blacked out by the concussive force of the explosion, and he is able to see, first of all, a second clockwork dragon flying overhead.
This man's standing
And
there like
the-
I had to do it to him.
And the rope suspended platform of the kitchen, basically two of the ropes breaking, making it swing in a way that it smashes into the supports of the tavern platform, making this and a few other platforms due to the connection of bridges ripping apart and falling.
Oh, so he's just watching us fall.
He is also falling.
Oh, good.
You are all falling. Just one of you feels it. Aloran,
Interesting.
I've been here
Constitution-
before.
Constitution save disadvantage.
That's what I'm picturing from him, just as he's falling, he goes, I've done this before. What the fuck?
Okay.
Jared, where were those rolls earlier? Like, I know you need them now, but where were they earlier?
Jared, Aloran is conscious the entire time he falls.
Superhero
The second
landing.
time.
Superhero landing.
He is slammed and covered with debris of trees and the buildings built around them just as much as everyone else. And while you are awake, you are under enough just debris that you cannot get yourself out like by yourself. So you are awake for the, I'll say,
Close to 10 seconds.
56
recall.
hours
Oh.
of carnage and flames and screaming that you hear outside of the sealed, almost coffin of debris you find yourself in.
56 hours?
Yes.
And I'm not able to move or anything?
No.
Does that count as a long rest?
This man's got his priorities in check.
These are the real
Priorities in
My
check.
God. Oh my
Actually,
God.
because I don't sleep or anything. I just lay motionless.
He is
and
a
You're
take
construct.
my long rest.
Yeah, that does count as a long rest.
Would we
Which
all get a
means
long
he
rest
heals
considering we're all
back.
unconscious?
No, because it's unconscious.
Damn.
Long rests also like for living creatures. Like if you want to get into semantics, it includes stuff like non-strenuous activity and food or water, usually just water. Things of that nature.
Yeah, no. I just wanted to throw that out there as a fun thing.
So after those 56 hours, Rathen, the first two wake up as you feel yourself being hauled out of the debris by Doc Holliday. And Fang,
The man, the myth, the legend.
Holiday smashes you in the chest with a syringe and bumps you up to 15 HP.
Bumps me up to 15.
Yes.
Okay.
No, 215 HP. What?
No, is
You
it like
become
heals
God, but only for the
No,
next
yeah,
15 minutes because you will OD in a minute.
I'll be right back. I thought I heard my door open, and I really want to check because I'm home alone.
Yeah, that's a good thing to go check. If someone is attacking you, scream and someone will call the cops.
I mean, if he screams, like, fucking... like, we will be put on the map of Twitch as motherfucker gets murdered live?
During a D&D campaign? This will be our mark of fame.
Okay, so I guess Silverback will be next because
Not getting robbed, so that's good.
That's good. That's always good.
Yeah.
Okay. So then Valrus is dragged out mainly by his horns because that's one of the few things that were visible. He's also then hit for 15 HP like positive by Holiday.
Very pog.
And the same, if unceremoniously, happens with Silverback.
So I'm full health again because I only lost 10.
Yeah.
What?
I had like over 70 temporary hit points at one point, and then I lost them all from the Demon's Roar and some other shit.
As Fang starts digging around for Aloran, because he's probably the most buried, basically, you guys all look around and kind of understand that the only reason you've survived the fall, at least, is because while not a comfortable thing to break your fall, all of this structure is a good way to break it.
Can I look at my arm? Because all I remember was my arm burning before I passed out.
Oh yeah, no, that was just the burning of the gun sapping away more at your health. So there's no permanent marking there.
Okay, which he's gonna like look over his arm, kind of rub it for a minute, and then kind of sigh in relief that nothing happened damage-wise.
All right. As you guys look around, you see what used to be a very lush forest. What used to be a tall, growing, green kind of land has now become that same kind of place you saw before you got to the forest. That same Morador-esque, burnt to ash and destroyed place.
Paradise.
I'm gonna
As
say
you
Silverback is getting increasingly angry now that he's actually observing his scenes and is not worried about himself anymore.
hear far in the distance, slightly obscured by how far your vision can reach, the sounds of a very similar clockwork dragon continuing its rampage.
Okay. Well, we'll probably. So who all's there? It's Doc Holliday, obviously the party, and then Sean and like everybody that was essentially on the train, right?
Wait, do we have Sean? You didn't name Sean.
Sean's there. Sean's there.
Okay.
Do we
He's
see
probably
anyone
one
like?
of the others who's he's probably also being searched for with the same as looking for a Lauren.
Okay, then
Um,
we'll start. I'll start. Rathen will start looking around to see if there's any survivors in between the rubble, and like
Yep.
trying to perceive if there's anything.
When looking around, you clock, and the only reason you can see the train now is because most of the trees, even the saplings that were just tiny and wouldn't have even been as large as these huge trees that were there before, have all been brought down so low that you could step over them.
Okay.
Even the tree as great and as big as the one that held that tavern has been brought down to nothing.
Is the train intact?
You see the top of the supply car has been slashed open, but that's the only thing that's been attacked. The only other clear sign that has been touched is the obvious tar and fire burns of the dragon's breath. But as the train is mainly metal, that doesn't affect it as much as the ripped up cart. Well, not ripped up cart, but opened up cart.
Are there any remnants of booze?
Of
Ew.
what?
Oh,
He's looking for
booze.
alcohol. He doesn't care about
Okay,
survivors
okay.
anymore. He's looking for
Yeah.
No,
alcohol.
Warm
I am looking
booze,
for
come
survivors. I'm
on.
just
Okay,
kidding.
so looking for either survivors or booze, you find that most of the bottles are broken.
Yeah.
It was a pretty long fall.
Oh, after that traumatic event, I'm just looking for
Yeah.
survivors. I'm looking for alcohol.
And seeing what's left of, it's hard to tell what could be a survivor and what could be someone who just needs to be put out of their misery.
Silverback is gonna try to find where the tree near where that shop was and see if he can salvage anything.
Okay. When going closer to that kind of small patch of the forest that used to be there, you actually find that the trees, while still burned and cracked and broken, are at the least as tall as two men on top of each other. But even then, the only reason for that height, almost in some sick joke of the universe, it's almost like that height is only there to accentuate all of these elven fighters who wore these harnesses swinging across these ropes that you watched beforehand, hanging there, not as though in nooses, but just hanging from their harnesses, either from wounds that could most likely be bullets, or watching even some still alit bodies whose ropes haven't broken or snapped yet from the heat.
They're just like a few feet off the ground type deal.
Yeah. You can't find the remains of the Drow's shop. The only thing of the shop you find is the shattered and ripped apart door of his display case.
Damn. Well, I'm gonna check on those people that are hanging around. Are there any survivors? Like anyone alive out of those hanging still?
There are those still clinging to vestiges of life. It almost seems as though, because there's a fair few of them, even some who could have been survivors on the ground, who look as though they have been finished off by someone with a dagger, basically. Actually, you can go ahead and make an insight or a perception check if you want to get the full story.
I'm going to be more aware of my surroundings with that knowledge, and I'll do a perception because I don't think my insight's great. Yeah, I'll do perception. So that's a 21.
You see the marks of from the weight of the boots pressed into the ash that coats the ground. you see the boots of what can only be assumed is some kind of soldier, foot soldier, maybe something like that.
And I
Somebody
smell out what they were.
it's a faint smell because they haven't been here for hours. You can tell that. But you can even just watch and look at these footprints and almost see the story of just whoever these soldiers were just walking up after the carnage of the flames and slashing and brutality and just stabbing down into these elves. And you look a second time and you just see the pure terror in their faces.
I'm gonna.
Frozen
So
there.
he, under this situation, is probably going to be twisted up in a spiral of like grief and anger. And without thinking about it, he probably leans back and lets out kind of like a sorrowful howl type deal, almost like what you do for like a fallen ally.
You're
That
gonna give
last
us away.
he doesn't he's not thinking about that. This is an emotional state. He's gone pure emotion by this point. He's not thinking. It's all emotion. And the howl probably lasts a good 10 seconds before he kind of lets his head drop a little bit and starts cutting down anyone that might still be alive just a little bit and helping them to the ground.
While you do that, one of the people you go to cut down, you recognize their face. It's
The guy who
Jacob.
got us.
Yeah, who you guys just met. But instead of being met with cold, dead eyes, you see a cold, steely determination of someone trying to stay alive. As you see his heart still beats and the claw mark across his abdomen still leaks blood. And he just, "Hey there, Wolfman. How are you?"
Shit. I'm gonna quickly get him down and kind of lay him on the ground as gently as possible before I'm going to, let's see what I got here. I'm gonna take one of my old cloaks and I'm gonna tear it up and start tying up his wounds.
His thing batted me away pretty hard. I got anyone good with this kind of shit? Maybe I can make it.
You're gonna make it.
Yeah.
I want to do a medicine check to try to stop the bleeding.
All right. Go ahead and roll.
14.
I'm gonna use Rathen's wisdom modifier for this. Doc Holliday sees you trying to help Jacob, and he gets over. He's like, all right, that's... And he's a lot less
Crazy.
energetic than usual as he says this. And he's just, all right, shit. There's nowhere around here where he could be bleeding from an artery, but something's doing bad. I think one of his organs got nicked. All right, you can't just put a cloth on there. You gotta reach in. You gotta pinch it. You gotta stop the bleeding in there while I help you out. All right. So you gotta get in there. All right. And now you have advantage on your medicine check.
Oh. Let me re-roll this bad boy. Yeah, I rolled worse. It's a 10.
Is Silverback okay with doing that? Because Rathen's like more than okay with doing like the medicine.
Okay, so Silverback's okay with blood. He's not okay with Doc's
What's your
methods.
highest roll?
My highest was a 14.
Okay.
You're gonna kill this man.
I don't do this.
Plus 8 because Doc is helping you.
So with the 14, add the plus 8, so that's 22.
Okay. You're able to stabilize Jacob.
Oh, thank God. I'm gonna if
Can we like get him on the train or try to move him or?
Yeah, Fang would be big enough to do that safely. So
Okay.
after Fang is able to dig out Aloran and Sean, and Doc goes to make sure Sean's alive, Fang comes to help Silverback move Jacob to the train.
All right, and then we'll just rush him into Doc Holidays, and um, I could stay with him if Silverback doesn't want to, but obviously Silverback can get through his dislike of Holiday for this.
well,
Um,
so I feel like the moment that Fang kind of picks him up and carries him off, Silverback's gonna be kind of sitting there for a minute, kind of taking in everything that's happened because he's never been through this much,
yeah,
and
I'm gonna.
he's gonna stare at his blood-soaked hands because he had to reach into him, and he's kind of broken. He doesn't move, he doesn't respond for several seconds. He's just
I'm
there.
gonna walk over
Tyler,
to Silverback and
make
I'm
a
what?
yeah,
Say that.
make a wisdom save for Silverback.
Oh, and now I get my good roll. God damn it. That's a 17.
You don't lose yourself into the thought spiral, but you feel the scars around your wrists.
I'm
Like
gonna walk
manacles.
over to Silverback as someone who knows what that looks like, and I'm gonna say, "Hey, did your best," or like, "Hey, did your best. He'll be all right. Go get some sleep. I'll stay with him. He's gonna
He's
be okay."
he's just gonna kind of nod and slowly get to his feet, uh, leaving the torn cloak on the ground and walking to the train without like a thought behind his eyes, type almost like a hollow walking through. And he'll climb up into the train and he'll curl up in a ball, probably in the corner of either the engine car or he's gonna be in the gunner's car, and he's just
Once
gonna lay
everyone,
there staring at the wall.
once everyone gets onto the train, Kovac obviously begins starting it up. And as you guys ride off, Sean digs through his jacket while sitting next to Silverback, and he just kind of takes out a flask and slides it over. And you all, well, and Rathen in the back with Doc Holliday and the fairly hurt Jacob. Rathen, you see Holiday take the most care
Yeah.
he ever has with a patient.
Okay, that was Imperium that sent those, right? Didn't you say that in the beginning?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's fine. You can continue. I've got something that I want to do.
You see Holiday take the most care he has with a patient. He's not even smoking or drinking at this point. And you just kind of see him. And when he's done stitching up Jacob, he just kind of turns over to you and just, I didn't think I'd see anything that bad since the wars down south.
Seen our fair share of mishap on my journey back home. Wasn't fun.
Yeah.
There's one thing that I ever learned from any of that. Is that those motherfuckers need to pay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of pat Holiday on the back, and I'm gonna walk into what I assume is a cabin where everyone is, or I'm gonna walk to the front of the train first, where I assume Kovac is.
Yeah, so the front of the train where Kovac is, there's also the main cabin where everyone stays.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the same place.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go up to Kovac and say, "Let's get this train moving," and then I'm gonna go everyone, or try to gather everyone around. And the most serious Rathen's ever been, that nobody's ever seen.
I think Silverback's just kind of he's already there, but he's facing
Yeah.
away, laying down, looking at the wall, type deal.
I'm gonna start literally taking out my guns and reloading every single one of them, and I'm gonna look to them and say, "Let's go get these motherfuckers."
And that's where we'll end this session.
Bruh.
Oh my god, it got so dark. Oh man, this campaign is taking a turn, and it's awesome.
Yeah,
Oh my lord.
I enjoy it.
That fight went from 0 to 100 and then to 1,000. Holy shit.
I was waiting for it because I was like, it's a. Are you running the outro, by the way? Is that what you're doing now?
No, not yet.
Okay,
We're
okay.
kind of talking through this. Also, because of that fight, I want to know, did we get a level up?
Yeah,
I
Totally.
knew there'd be like a ticking time
Totally.
bomb.
Oh shit! Now I got to make a character sheet for Jacob.
LOL.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna kind of talk through this. So we got one level, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
With the whole thing with Jacob, I think the fact that Silverback was able to save him kind of spared him some of the mental capacity that he has left.
I'm
But
going to tell you now. I drew some cards to see if there would be a survivor. I drew a queen and a jack.
the one survivor. Oh god. So when you said it was him, both I this is how I picture it. My heart and Silverback's heart broke at the same time, like, oh shit. And I was just like, oh fuck. And that was why he did all that work. And he was probably thinking about this. I didn't even say this. He was probably in tears the entire time. And that's probably the most emotion anyone has seen out of him the entire campaign, except for Rage.
Factual.
Because he's only gotten angry and been serious. He hasn't done anything else. Well, Rage and Fear. Those are the only two things that have come out. But,
So
oh, you go.
sorry. Do you also want us to reset our HP since we level up?
You will be. We are considering a long rest at the end of the session.
Okay.
Yes, I am Gucci, man. I just need one more level, and I can gain Battle Master in fighter
So,
class.
I hope you know this. I'm now resistant to cold and fire, and immune to poison and the poisoned effect. And my mutagens that I don't think I've ever used it other than in a race with Silverback just to gain 10 feet.
Yeah,
10
you've
more
only done the speed. It's
Yeah.
only to beat me.
Well, now I have ones that give me literal. Is it immunity? No, resistance to piercing and resistance to slashing.
But then you gain don't
Vulnerability
you
to
become,
slashing and vulnerability
Yeah.
to bludgeoning. Yeah,
it's like rock
But-
paper scissors. You become immune to one or resistant to one, vulnerable to another.
yeah. But I am. I gain immunity to poison and poisoned condition because of my strange metabolism of the mutagens. I love this class. It's so cool.
All right. Well, on that note, I guess we'll just end. We'll wrap up the stream real quick. Shit, it's that time of night, isn't it? Habada. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Whoever ends up stumbling upon this video, if you didn't know, if you want to see the previous stuff, there is a playlist that's going to be attached to the YouTube page, which I don't know if I've linked to the Twitch yet. I'm going to do that at some point soon if I haven't. All of the old videos are on the Celtic Hybrid channel.
All the old videos are also on the Atomic Nom channel on YouTube.
Yes, I have a playlist built that I'm using with my two channels. I can link yours if you want me to. But on next week we'll be continuing the, well, technically based on VODs, we will be starting the
Oh yeah.
Scale of Fate campaign, which is the one I am DMing for, and we will have an explanation why we don't have the VOD story-wise. The reason I don't have the VOD is because Twitch didn't agree with me when I first made the account and decided not to save my stuff. But on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed, and we hope to see you next week at 7:30. Peace.